Welcome to the CHGO Blackhawks live watch along. First time we're doing this. Should be fun. I'm Jay Zawoski with Greg Boyson and Mario Tirabassi. We're happy to be here with our friends from Coors Light, welcoming them aboard to the CHGO Blackhawks show.
The Silver Bullet.
Hell yeah. And the whole Molson Coors family to the CHGO network. Very happy and very excited about this partnership.
Very excited, yes. It's hey, I have an affinity for Coors Light. It was the first beer I ever had when I was 21.
Of course.
But yeah, very excited for the Molson Coors partnership here at CHGO. Good stuff.
Yes, definitely. So we'll have lots of silver bullets on set, win or lose after this one and most of the games for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Because we're required to. So
yeah, we have to
twist my arm. I guess I got to do that.
I'm the only one drinking the NA product, so these two will be asleep by the third period. And I'll be running the show.
We'll be fighting,
either asleep or slap happy. One of the two.
Well, anyway, the reason we're here, Hawks and Hurricanes dropping the puck in a few minutes here. We're going to be with you the entire game, watching the game along with you, responding to your comments. We got all sorts of fun stuff coming, including pizza. That'll be fun from our friends at Salerno's. But let's get you ready for this game before it starts. Here are your lines for tonight's game. Connor Bedard is centering Nick Foligno and Philip Kurashev. Jason Dickinson centers Anthony Beauvillier, who's back from IR today.
Welcome back.
Joey Anderson. Whoa. That's our bit. Get your own bit. He's on the right wing. Tyler Johnson centering Boris Kachuk and Taylor Radish. And Mackenzie Outwhistle centering Colin Blackwell and Ryan Donato. Your D pairs are Vlasic and Jones, Korchinski and Megna, and Tenorti and Crevier with Peter Mrazek, thankfully, in goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this a BYOB party. Bring your own bit.
Bring your own bit. Yes.
Yes,
send that message over to
it.
Merchandise Mart, please.
Yes.
Yeah, ASAP.
Yeah. Over to the tower.
Yeah, exactly.
I told Charlie, I said his boy's gonna have to watch his back if he keeps it up. He's not listening. I'm gonna get all hopped up on fake beer, and it's gonna get ugly.
You wouldn't like Greg when he's fake drunk.
Yes.
Anyway, first game without Lucas Reichel. Why don't we spend before the puck drops? Spend a few minutes on that. Kind of seemed inevitable after two healthy scratches in a row. And when he was asked last week, like, hey, have you considered sending Lucas Reichel down? He said, well, we kind of can't right now because we don't have enough bodies. And with Beauvillier back and Bedard back, all of a sudden that opportunity has presented itself. So hopefully he can get down there and figure things out because he needs to.
Figure it out. Yeah, I mean, he's in the lineup tonight for Rockford. They're playing the Iowa Wild. So he's getting right into the action there. And yeah, I mean, we talked about it a lot, about his production this year and kind of the standard that is expected of him. And, it just wasn't there consistently enough. And hopefully this is the last card that Luke Richardson has to play to get something out of Reichel this year, because hopefully this stint gives him the opportunity to get that confidence back in his game, get back up to the NHL and bring that confidence along with him. And, these last 20 games or whatever it is that he ends up getting into in the NHL, if he gets back in time, you get to see a little bit of last year's Lucas Reichel, and we feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah, it was, there are still some stands on Twitter, which is good. It means not everybody has lost complete faith in Lucas Reichel, and we haven't here either. But just kind of breaking down the numbers, he's got 2 points in the calendar year 2024 and 5 shots on goal in his last 10 games.
That's not going to get it done.
And look, you can make all the excuses you want with line mates and all that, but other guys on this team with lesser line mates and lesser skill sets are getting shots and getting attempts and producing. So
the Lucas Reichel is in uniform. The Rockford Ice Hogs are currently in the second period against the Iowa Wild right now, losing 2-0.
Oh boy.
You guys want to take a guess on how many shots on goal he has right now?
God.
I'm going to say 1.
You'd be wrong.
Oh no. Is it less than
0 shots on goal halfway through an AHL game?
Well, his line mates,
Well, yeah. I mean, what do you expect him to do with
Anders Bjork and Mike Hardman?
I just want to be clear, though. I want to speak for myself. I don't think that it's time to give up on Lucas Reichel. I'm not. I don't think he's a bust. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's time to necessarily move on. Now, look, if the Hawks have said like, maybe it's not going to work here because of looking down the road and seeing what's coming, like we probably don't have a spot for him, and you find something that maybe fills a a need, okay, but I don't think they're looking to just move on from him yet, and they shouldn't. He's 21 years old.
Right. If he's this guy, like if this is who he is as an NHL player, they're not gonna waste their time with him.
Right.
I think the real Lucas Reichel is somebody. Hey, I'm plugged in.
Hi, Joey.
That's what it is. Sorry, live podcasting is
Got
great.
some buzzing.
If Lucas Reichel is probably somewhere in between the guy we've seen him all this year and that guy we saw for those last 8 games last year.
Yeah,
it's probably somewhere in the middle. I think we've seen the two extremes, except one has lasted way too long.
Yeah,
and the other
Bigger
not long
sample
enough.
size, yeah,
we'll see what happens. Hopefully, he can get some things going here in Rockford. But this is also setting up accountability for young players. This is also sending a message to Frank Nazar, Oliver Moore, Sam Rinzel, future first-round picks. Just because we used a first-round pick on me doesn't mean you get to walk in and you're given Connor Bedard's line. You got to earn it. If you're not producing, you're not going to play. You're not going to be here.
Right.
Sometimes you have to make an example out of somebody. This is a perfect guy to make an example out of.
Yeah, and the message goes further when it's a guy like Reichel than if it was Boris Kachuk or Taylor Radish or anybody else. Like it matters because it's Reichel. It's a guy who came into the season and still is a part of the future or an important part of it. And so, you look at, Taylor Radish isn't producing either, but is he an important part of the future? No. Probably not. No. So it's part of that messaging.
Just so you know, we have our YouTube chat right in front of us. So we got obviously the game on right in front of us. So comments might be a little slower than usual getting replied to. Lord Hostess said not given up on as far as Reichel, but if he was packaged for a trade of a star future piece, I wouldn't be mad. Problem is,
no one's
his trade value is as low as it's ever been, as we now have puck drop.
For those watching along, the puck has dropped and the game has started. We are at 1945, 1944, 1943.
Let's do that the whole game.
Yeah.
42.
And I still think the Blackhawks white uniforms are the superior. The road whites need to become home whites. This just reminds me of my childhood when it was so special to see the white uniforms because you never saw them on TV. You actually had to go to the Chicago Stadium to see them. I think they should be home white uniforms across the NHL. Let's do it.
That'd be nice. Yeah. And these Carolina uniforms are, black and red. It's hard to get it wrong, but I don't know. I don't like them as their primary.
They're a little drab.
Yeah.
The logo sucks.
I think the logo's creative. The Hurricane flags. I think it's creative, but it's a third jersey. It shouldn't be your regular.
Well, they have like 9 jerseys.
Yeah, that's true. And they're the Hartford Whalers too. Whenever they feel like it.
Yeah. So
the back to the want to put a little bow on the Reichel thing. Take 3. To your point of sending a message, Kevin Korchinski didn't play the second half of the second period last game.
Yeah.
Because a message needed to be sent to him. And apparently it was received, and he came back out and played the third period as he normally does. And Luke Richardson said, no big deal. Message delivered, message received, and we move on.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that can't go to the AHL, but he's also not been a healthy scratch this year either, which is kind of surprising.
And he's been
not saying he's warranted it, but I'm just saying at the beginning of the season, I would have predicted he would have been in the press box watching at least once or twice.
Maybe,
yeah, exactly. I probably would have predicted a little more production from him, but when you look at the team around him, no one's really producing when Bedard's not in. So,
and you're not going to get normally a 19-year-old defenseman coming in and lighting up the league with points. Like that's not entirely normal.
Cale Makar's job. Quinn Hughes. He's not on that level.
By the way, there's Nick Foligno dumping the puck in. He's with us tomorrow at 2:30. So don't miss that. He'll be with us live here in studio tomorrow at 2:30.
He nice play. He had a really good interview with Emily Kaplan a couple of days ago that I saw today.
That's a penalty.
No?
Really not. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Jacob Megna just got away with an elbow to the skull.
Well, that's all
Look it
right.
up.
Hey,
It'll come back to the Blackhawks.
if that's the standard you're going to set, keep that standard the whole way through. Oh, it's just Michael Button. No big deal.
Oh, okay.
Well, he
yeah.
probably deserved it.
He had it coming.
No, but what I was saying about Foligno, he had a really good interview with ESPN's Emily Kaplan that I came across today, and one thing that he talked about that I thought was pretty, pertinent with things that we've seen recently in the league is how many players are taking advantage of the the player assistance program and have been more open about the mental health aspect of not just being a professional athlete, but in life in general. And I thought it was just a really good open discussion, as most things are with Nick. So would say, if you have a chance, check out that interview. And it's something I think that I'd like to talk with him about on the show tomorrow. So
Yeah, I mean, it feels
just
like
absolutely
good to get his perspective on those
at
things.
least once a month there's a new player entering the assistance program, and it's not always for just like substance abuse anymore. Guys are just mentally fatigued, or
it's not always public. Like there are we've heard multiple times there are a lot of players that you never know are actually getting assistance from either the league or from some respected
You need to look at a shot.
outlets that are able to provide some mental health services. Like those options are out there for players like they've never been before, and they're being used, which I think is great.
Right. And then shitty fan podcast make suicide jokes when you use it.
That was
pretty bad.
Clown
what are
shit.
you doing? I'm glad that has been it's encouraging to me that has been as panned as it has been. People have like gone out of their way to call those dudes out.
Like
and say,
I love the
not
fact though
acceptable.
that the dude that said it made the joke, then put out on Twitter like, I'm deactivating my account because I need personal time away from this. Wait, the same thing that you just made fun of Patrick Laine, you need it?
Yeah.
Eat shit.
He's deactivating his account because he didn't want to keep getting all the
that guy looked exactly like I picture everybody in Ohio to look like. Sorry if you're from Ohio.
Anyways, Blackhawks have a power play.
Some people were asking
Allegedly.
to be synced. Oh, well, of course, we just got a whistle at 16:15. Some people in the chat want to know if we're synced up.
it's gonna be
very hard to get everybody synced up, but we'll keep giving it a little bit of a time here so you can kind of get an idea. Not that we're giving you full play-by-play.
It's 16 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first period, minute 42 left on the power play. Blackhawks are awaiting a face-off, and now the referees are having a moving huddle.
And
I love the moving huddle. It's one of my favorite things about the referees is how coordinated they can be in all four moving at the same time. Like it's very impressive.
synchronized skating. What are we doing?
Was it offside? Maybe
These guys have no clue.
Are they calling a penalty?
Oh,
sure.
All
right.
Two-man
Play a
advantage
game.
for
5-on-3
142.
for
5 on
142.
three.
Maybe they'll get a shot on goal here.
maybe a
Hey.
shot attempt.
At least one would be nice.
Look at that kid. He's bugging out. Oh
Whoa!
my God.
The sugar's
That
hitting.
kid
What
is-
the hell?
Whoa, that kid is.
That kid's having a seizure.
That kid has seen some shit.
That kid is. Cotton candy's hitting him.
Yeah, it's like the cotton candy kid.
What are they putting? What are they putting in the cotton candy in Carolina? Cocaine? Good
Tobacco.
They
lord.
called that a delay a game.
That's
He hit the
tou- that's
puck
a
out
tough
of the
play.
air. That wasn't intentional.
That doesn't matter if it's intentional though. Whoa!
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
There you go.
Get your shit together, Pat
Yeah,
Boyle.
maybe stop stealing our bits and make your screen work. And the
face
puck
off.
is back in play. 14, 16, 13, 16, 12. All right, there you go. You're synced.
For those wondering, apparently, if you're watching on ESPN Plus and you delay the YouTube by about 10 seconds, that's roughly in sync for those
There you
watching on ESPN Plus.
There you
There
go.
you
If
go,
not,
Joey.
I don't know.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
that's good
everybody-
investigative work.
I think
your
everybody's
part.
feed is different based on their internet and their provider. And
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be impossible to get everybody
Can't get
on the
everybody
same
synced.
page. So
some Connor Bedard
just,
shots here. Huh? Let's get a shot here from Connor, please. I could
Do-
use
do-
approximately 3 of those tonight.
over 2.5 shots is what you're telling me, Jay.
At least.
All right.
Here comes one. Maybe.
Okay, any shots would be great.
There's a shot. It's a Joe.
Ah,
Missed it.
stuff.
At least it was an attempt.
Yeah, there
that
you go.
helps.
Baby steps.
Just get it on net. It's a big net.
Can't get a shot without attempting.
Pass.
Pass. There's
Shit.
We need a Foligno goal on this one.
That wouldn't be
He's in a
bad.
good mood tomorrow.
There's gonna be bacon here. He's gonna be in a good mood.
Yeah,
That's
there's
true.
there's going to be treats. I'm excited about that.
That's the rumor going around town that our guy Charlie is bringing bacon to the office.
Hook? No? Okay.
And we're not getting a third penalty call.
It's 5
I mean,
on 3,
it's-
and
the
you're
penalty's
chasing
a penalty,
the
but
puck. What are we
Jesus.
doing?
Yeah, I don't.
Come on.
Villiers power play time.
I know in the 5 on 3 you're looking for that one great shot.
Why is no one in front of the net?
No one. There you go.
Thank you.
And then they're not going to shoot.
Please shoot. I'm begging for shots right now.
Well, that was
Please.
a.
Oh my goodness.
You should have wide.
All right. Well, that was at least a nice look at it, but I don't know.
Just shoot.
This team is not skilled enough to do this is what they Foligno. That's exactly where he should be. You got to have someone parked right in front of the net and just screening the goalie, take his eyes away.
He was on the wrong side of the goalie.
Guys,
though.
bad news. Lebowski says, "Hey fellas, Pat Boyle stole your Joey bit once again.
Yeah, he does it
All right.
again.
Once-
No
okay.
credit given.
Oh yeah, he did it in the pregame. Yeah.
No, he will not. He was.
We
not
heard
giving
it.
Credit.
I just want to make sure.
He wouldn't acknowledge us.
passing along.
He's
the
on,
message.
No,
he's on the list.
he sure is.
Somebody said earlier that Kaylee is doing it too, but we'll give her a pass because her dad can kill us.
I'm also certain that Kaylee isn't aware that we do it. I think the awareness on one side is
Maybe. Never know.
I'm not going to be mad at her for stealing a bit because her dad,
yeah.
Could kill us all.
yeah, without even breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez.
well,
All that magic Colin Blackwell had when he first got in the lineup has certainly fallen to the mean, regressed to the mean, as the
yeah,
people
as
say.
he's falling down on the ice.
Hey, put a
as he
shot
has
on that.
fallen to the mean.
That's the third shot on net there, Jay. They had two.
No, I mean from Blackwell.
Oh, from Blackwell. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Only came from 300 feet.
And commercial break.
All right.
Speaking of Charlie the Bacon Guy, check out Charlie the Bacon Guy's website
Yeah.
and use the promo code CHGO 10. Is it CHGO 10 or is
I
it
think it's
just CHGO?
I'm in the reads right
We've
here.
got 161 people watching along with us right now. That's awesome.
Nice. Love
If you're new, never done CHGO Blackhawks or CHGO Sports, welcome. Make sure you are giving us a like and make sure you are subscribing to the YouTube page.
Yeah.
We do this all the time. We're going to do a post-game show tonight. You're going to be sick of us. And
If they're not already.
we do 5 shows a week, live post-game after every game. So welcome aboard if you're new to this. If you're a regular, well, you know what to expect. And you got no one to blame but yourself.
Tom says Pat Boyle's dad is Jack too. So
Jack Boyle.
Pat Boyle's dad is jacked.
yes.
jacked. Yeah, well,
So you
Okay.
guys might.
Guy's got to be 100 million years old.
Chelio's is jacked. Pat Boyle's dad's jacked.
yeah,
You guys
but
might
I'm
want-
Pat Boyle's
I'm-
dad.
Who's Pat Boyle's dad?
I think he was
Mr.
making a
Boyle. Yeah,
joke,
he's
but
being
Jack
he's not
Boyle.
trying to get. Don't get
He's
any
Jack
ideas.
Boyle.
Jack
I wanna
Boyle.
find out.
Jack D. Boyle. That's his name. He's not actually jacked. His name is Jack D. Boyle.
But yeah, Charlie the Bacon Guy. Get his bacon.
Yes, buy Charlie's Bacon.
Yeah, CHGO is a code.
Use the code CHGO
Yes.
and get 10% off your order. Tons of bacon, and
That's-
I'm looking forward to it tomorrow.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm gonna have dreams about bacon.
Mm.
Not that that's any different than most nights, but
Oh, Donato.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right,
Can't find any info.
right
it's Jack D.
in front
Boyle.
of the net, and you
He
did it-
missed it.
did he miss
saved
it?
it?
Oh, he
Oh, no,
saved
he
it.
got
You
a blocker
got a
on
save
it.
on it. All right, Ryan Donato.
All right, the
Pizza's
pizza's
here.
here.
Sweet. How else are we gonna get it?
Oh God.
Oh,
I can't miss the
Save.
game.
oh boy.
Good play by Alex Vlasic. Be hearing that for the next 12 years. Hopefully longer.
I think we have a $20 super chat from Alan K, don't we?
Do we, Joey?
Yeah, I think he
sweet.
he sent some money for us to get some beverages.
Sweet.
DoorDash yourself some caffeinated drinks.
I
I'm
have to check
assuming
the
Super
Discord.
Chats are like PayPaling money directly into your pockets.
Sweet.
It is
Appreciate it.
not, but thank you for the mess. He, I believe, sent us some coffee, but it wasn't going to get here today.
He sent us coffee.
I believe it was in the Discord chat. If I'm not,
Oh.
if I didn't imagine,
Like a
that.
bag of coffee or a cup of
I
coffee?
have to. He was trying to send us like,
He mentioned on the post game the
Coffees,
other day he was going to send.
but I guess
coffee.
everything closes by like 4 p.m. here.
Yeah, usually.
I had to go to a particular coffee shop to get
I mean,
Dunkin' was closed because of the holiday. It's weird.
oh well, holiday. Yeah.
Closed early anyway. Closed early.
I don't see it. It's somewhere in here. I believe he sent us a care package with some coffee.
Well, thank you.
Sweet. I like coffee.
Coffee is my fuel.
Coffee is good. Depending on what kind of coffee it is.
Yeah,
We'll make that judgment on Alan's decision on what kind of coffee it is.
I trust Alan. He makes good decisions. He's a
That's true.
diehard.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Spends his money well.
By the way, we never did Who's Your Hawk. I got
yeah.
it right here.
Mario
had the first pick.
so we know who he's got.
He's got Connor Bedard.
Jacob McDonald.
I picked second and took Anthony Beauvillier, the healthy player bump, and Greg took Philip Kurashev. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, no one
They got
scored
4 shots.
so no points yet.
It's going to be a blue line kind of game.
Could be.
Somebody was asking the other day in the post game. We didn't get to. I believe it was a Sarah was
Blue
asking about what the blue lines mean.
Not the
So,
Sarah, but a Sarah.
yeah,
I mean, I'm the only one eating the gluten free, right?
not
Yeah.
you.
You were
Another
the Sarah.
Pastas.
It was a Sarah that
It was
asked the
a
question.
Sarah,
Not the
yes.
Sarah.
What about B and C, Sarah?
No, not acknowledged.
Sarah D. Boyle. No, that's a different person.
This is the gluten free. Oh, this is gluten free. Why is it so big?
Well, it was worth the money, I guess.
Yeah.
Must
I
have
did
s-
not-
must have
They
saw-
call it the gluten
I
tax.
hope it actually is. Oh.
I don't know.
They
That-
wrote gluten free. Well,
We'll find out.
Do they look different?
it's a bigger pizza than last time. That was
Hmm.
gluten free. And there's only one size. I don't know. I'm a little
Let me see
A
here.
little skeptical.
We'll find out.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're running off the set, then
Yeah, I mean, we'll
Mhm.
find out if it is actually gluten free. This isn't going to work with me just having this, this whole pizza. I appreciate it, Lawrence.
This is great podcasting.
All right, I'm
This
going to
is-
get off the set because this is getting ridiculous.
It says the here gluten free is a 14-inch pizza, which is the same as the larges.
all right, there you go.
So if it's the same size, yeah, you're good.
Oh,
this prank is
good
awesome.
save.
Just bring gluten free in the box.
Yeah, extra $5 if
See
you just
Mario
write-
launch himself off the set, like what we do in the shadows when the vampire eats the pizza. This is propelling himself.
I can get up.
I'll get it in the
I
break.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we'll get
I
some.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll get some. He's hungry.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
always hungry.
If we
so
had
it doesn't
bigger
matter.
tables, he could have just kept the whole thing next to him, but we have small tables. Well, I'm not putting pizza on the Bedard jersey.
Yeah, we have to move Connor out of the way here.
What's more important, Connor Bedard or pizza?
Pizza.
It's a tough call.
Would you give up pizza forever to keep Connor Bedard for 15 years? I don't know.
No.
Mm.
What's my other option if it's not Connor Bedard?
Connor Bedard forever or pizza forever?
Pizza.
Oof.
Sorry, Connor.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless I get the gluten allergy.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hey-o.
It's whoa. Oh,
Yeah,
God. That's exactly how I
Joey
expected
Anderson.
that then.
Come on.
That went as predicted.
Be somebody different.
Was that going on net and was tipped away?
I don't know.
It looked like he kind of, we'll have to see the replay, but it looked like he kind of like flipped it up over the goalie and maybe one of the Carolina defenders might have tipped it out of midair. I don't know, maybe just the angle played a trick,
Yes.
but it was a good
He was
opportunity.
there.
It's right there, right time, right place.
I'd say that you might be onto something here with the live hockey watch along, because something happens, the action picks up very cool. You guys are all like, whoa.
Right.
I think that the fans might get, there's some value added there.
I think
Absolutely.
so.
I enjoyed
is.
that.
The excitement
And-
picks up quickly. It's not like
Watching on a road game too, we actually get to cheer.
Yeah.
We don't get to cheer in the press box.
Another super chat here from Alexander Firepass. Watch Along deserves a super chat here for all of it, boys. What's up, Joey? What's
Thank
up,
you.
Alexander? Appreciate you. How
Sweet.
awkward would it be if Foligno found out Mario called him and the Bruins frauds? Cough, cough, blackmail,
It's fine.
cough.
Guess what?
Hey, the
Mario was proven right.
truth
'cause they were
hurts.
First round out.
as Lizzo says, truth hurts. They were frauds. He's not a fraud now. He's with the Blackhawks, but he was a fraudulent Bruin when he was there. I'll say that to his face tomorrow. That's fine.
that's all right.
What was it like to be part of the fraudulent Bruins?
That's all right. Our guy Pete Blackburn or What Chaos is on fraud watch when it comes to the Bruins because they
That's
lost
true.
again today. And
Hey,
Check. That was a great
oh, it was a
that was
poke
a nice
check.
play.
That was a good play.
I thought it was
Yeah.
still
That
going.
might
in
have
there.
been-
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was.
But I told Pete, I'm like, no, Mario already declared him frauds last season, and I don't think they've shook that tag yet
Not yet.
because they're not even in first place in the division anymore.
Bunch of bums.
Oh,
Hey, there you
yep,
go.
There you go.
And there it is. Womp womp.
The bunting.
You know, I've been pleased with Louis Crevier's play, but
my fault. I made fun of Michael Bunting, and then he just put it in my
goes and
face.
scores. That happens.
Louis Crevier
Still
needs to
play
realize
back.
he's large
That is
Yes,
1-0.
and just
For the
put a body
Carolina
on
Hurricanes.
somebody.
Yeah,
I know part of it is, not wanting to make mistakes and you're maybe caught in between.
that's
Yeah,
that's
not a
that's
good
caught
play.
in between. That's
Yeah,
a good play by
that's-
Natchez.
He had both guys looking the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yuck.
That's a good
Yeah.
play.
And where's Tyler Johnson, by the way? They're a little late there, pal. You need
Yeah.
to be there quicker. You got to realize that if both of your defensemen are looking behind the goal line, your forwards have to do a better job to pick them
Yeah.
up. Just a second too late. Good play by the Hurricanes. And let's just go to the post game.
Well, if they score again, we know. I mean, we could just start fired up.
Hurricanes 21-6-2 when scoring first this season. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yes.
That is pretty
I
good.
don't think the Hawks record when scoring first is that good.
It's
pretty lousy.
Maybe
They're
two
bad.
21-6.
Mark says one goal closer to a top 3 pick. We also have a question super chat here from Scott.
What's up, Scott?
What are the differences between watching this way on TV or watching from the press box?
Oh, it's way different.
Press box is a million times better.
You can see things developing.
You're at
from up
you're at
high.
the mercy of the broadcast.
right.
When you're at the game up high in the press box, you could focus on a player
Mhm.
or a different, power play. You could watch it a little differently.
See a
PK,
Wider range.
yeah, you can focus better on things because like right now they go in on tight on a player. You don't see what's going on up ice. Where when you're there, you can watch that and see the play develop.
And
a lot
yeah, and
better.
who
Yeah.
what trailer is coming, and I think if you watch enough hockey, you kind of like can predict that the trailer is coming because you know how systems work. But when you're at the game, you really can see how things develop. And I think
Mhm.
you probably heard us on the post game get frustrated with the slingshot power play a few times because we see it in person and we see it's usually Kevin Korchinski who's the culprit. It's been a little better with it lately. But like there's nothing there. Don't throw it back if there's nothing there. It shouldn't have
Yeah.
to be by default. And you just get a kind of a better overall view of everything up high. And I just think also more of a feel for like the feel for the momentum.
Yeah.
Because you get like kind of the crowd feel of it and the desperation seems more.
You definitely feel more of the flow of the game and the atmosphere of the crowd definitely makes a difference.
Yeah.
Experience it in person rather than having it come through on the broadcast.
Shoot it. I need shots, Connor.
Anytime he touches the puck,
Shots,
shoot.
shot.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said hockey is the best sport in person, and it loses the most from in person to TV.
I agree.
Whereas, football, to me, football is made for TV, especially
definitely.
nowadays with the technology, with not only with the TVs, but with the way you can broadcast it.
Yeah.
NFL games in person are just kind of like
or college football in person is
yeah,
oh my
just
God,
so much
so
downtime
long.
and like football's made for TV. Baseball, I don't think there's much of a difference between baseball. Baseball is great on TV just because you get the conversation of the broadcast,
the summer companion.
You know, that's why baseball to me is the best radio sport.
Yeah.
Because you don't really need to
just put it on in the background.
It's so much easier to visualize a baseball game
Yeah.
than, you know, especially when you're lucky enough to have a guy like Pat Hughes
and Len
Casper. You're two of the best. We got them in this town. So to me, I don't know. I'm not a huge NBA guy, so I don't know which is better. I know the last time I went to an NBA game was probably close to 20 years ago.
Dang.
Allen Iverson was still playing, so that could give you an idea of how long ago that was. But
it was a little while.
It wasn't that exciting, but then again, it was a bad Bulls team. That was the Tim Floyd era.
Ooh,
so,
that'll also.
I mean,
I got to see prime Derrick Rose in person. That was cool.
I would say football in person. Like last time I was at an NFL game was like 15 years ago, but college football in person, I enjoy because of the like
atmosphere.
The atmosphere really.
You got
it's a whole day. You're going for the ceremony.
Kickoffs at noon. You're tailgating at 8 a.m.
Yeah,
you know, you go out after the game. Like it's a whole day experience for sure. You know, basketball in person, I think is a lot like basketball in person is a lot like hockey in person. Like the atmosphere of the game makes a big difference because a big dunk or, you know, a timely 3-pointer, like you can really get, you know, the crowd into it and everything. And it makes a huge difference. Baseball in person compared to TV, like you said, like the broadcast can make a huge difference. If you have a really good broadcast for a baseball game, like you might never find a reason to go to the ballpark because it's all, you know, a really good experience. Now, if you have a bad broadcast team on a baseball team, you're like, I might want to go in person.
Baseball in person is all about the people you're with.
Yeah. And there's so much of it that you can get to a game, you know, way easier than, you know, a football game. You only get 9 home games a year. You know, basketball, hockey, baseball, like there's so many opportunities to get out to a game. And baseball, I feel like atmosphere makes a difference, but also like ballpark experience makes a difference because there's so much time that you're going to be there, you know, 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours if the game goes into extra innings and everything. So it's a longer experience. There's more downtime between things that actually happen, even with the pitch clock and, you know, introduced and stuff. It's still a little bit of a longer in-person experience, but I love going to a baseball game though. It's a good time.
Yeah.
The times that
Bijan's got a great comment here. He says NBA floor seats are amazing. You pick up the size and the speed. Well, yes.
Okay.
But even
all right, Bijan, let's start spreading around that NBA floor seat money.
Any NBA 100 level seat being that close, because picking up what he said, the size and the speed of those guys is just like that's the remarkable.
Hockey too.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's just that's when it's really remarkable when you're like, these guys are absolutely massive. And so but that's I would agree.
That
Very
is true.
accurate assessment on all accounts.
And like I think basketball, like there's a little more predictable. Where like hockey in person, you're on the edge of your seats because a goal literally can happen at any second. Whereas basketball, it's like, okay, this team has the ball, they're gonna go down, they're gonna shoot. Then this team's got the ball, they're gonna go down and they're gonna shoot.
Very much like, you know, it's a linear sort of just the hockey is all the highs and the lows. And
exactly. It's I think our guy Greg Braggs from CHGO Bears described it perfectly, and I'm paraphrasing it because he went to his first live game or his first game in a long time earlier this year, and he put in our Slack channel. He goes, hockey is 98% chaos to get 2% beauty. I'm like, that's the perfect description
that's a good way
of a game of hockey, where it's just like everything's going crazy in a million different directions, and 2 or 3 times a game, hopefully it all comes together and you get a goal.
Yeah, you get 1 or 2 really good sequences, and it sets up a really good play, and you got yourself a goal. But yeah, I
think the idea that you can't like really miss a second of a hockey game. That's what makes it in person so exciting.
Yeah.
Any moment, anything can happen.
Yeah, you blink and something could make a difference in the game for sure.
And you could say that in any sport, right? You might miss a great dunk or like an 80-yard bomb or a pick six or something, but like hockey especially is you don't want to take your eye off it at all.
Yeah. And two, with basketball, like you're talking about, you know, flow of the game and everything and how it's kind of predictable. you can tell in a game, an NBA game when you're like, oh, they don't have anybody that can cover LeBron or Giannis,
Right.
or like no one's stopping Kevin Durant tonight, and he goes off for 50 points or whatever. And in hockey, matchups change, and it's constantly flowing, and you don't have one guy out there that can completely change the course of a game, because they only play, even the best players only play about, forwards 21 minutes, defensemen 25 plus, but like it's a lot more team based than like individually matchup based hockey versus basketball.
This period is flying by.
Yeah,
it
really.
is.
Got 3:28 to go. That's fine. I have no problem getting home by 10:30 tonight.
Yeah, not complaining about
This
that.
Salerno's is hitting the spot, man.
It is. Big
This
reverse
is-
hit by who's that, 28? Or no, 20. Aho. Big reverse hit by Aho on Bedard. It's good to see him pop right back up after getting that contact. Bedard, that is.
This is a thinner crust than what we've had in
Okay.
the past. Yeah, there's a difference to them. This is very delicious. Thank you, Salerno's, for wonderful pizza and sponsoring our daily tavern style podcast here on CHGO that usually drops mid-afternoon. Those have been fun to do.
Yeah, that's
Kind of talk about other things besides our beats. So we appreciate
I saw the one today was how old is too old to wear Jordans. There's no, I don't think there's any, I don't think, dress how you want, man.
I mean, Jordans have been around since 1984.
But here's the thing. Most people can't afford Jordans until they get into their 30s or 40s.
Right, yeah.
So,
So you have some
have-
disposable income.
right.
Yeah.
So, like, who cares, man? They're shoes. Wear what you want.
Ooh. Boris Kachuk. Stick up high. Yes, me and Cody. We will be on Tavern Style. What we will talk about, you'll just have to listen to find out.
Ooh, that's,
too.
that's called a teaser.
Yeah, it's been fun doing that. Had a chance to do it with Vinny Duber of CHGO White Sox, and also with Carm of CHGO Bears.
I've only done one.
You want to take my spot tomorrow?
Nope.
That's what I thought.
I don't know.
I do want to do more though.
You haven't been
Yeah.
asked back. Maybe yours was the lowest.
Maybe
rated
I
of them
suck.
all.
Yeah. It's when we talked about Taylor Swift.
There you go.
Mm.
People are tired of it.
No one talks about that.
No, it was very original of you guys.
Good for SEO.
Oh, I'm gonna have to update that graphic.
Get Reichel on all the ads. Yeah, I
Mm.
saw they had Connor Murphy in an ad today too.
Oh,
That's kind of
haven't-
been
haven't seen him in a while.
yeah.
It's those Luke Richardson medical diagnostics.
Yeah, he's fine.
Not great. Not
His-
great.
Yeah. His WebMD rating is pretty low.
Stick to just coaching hockey. Don't stick to trying to guess injuries, because his forecasting has not been great.
No.
But
Maybe that means Andres Santassi is going to be back before we know it.
he's skating. Connor Murphy's not.
Yeah, the last time that Murphy was out there skating before a practice, he skated like 10 strides, like in 20 minutes. Like he really wasn't
They
skating
called
all
that a
much.
penalty.
Wow.
Oh, they called it on Tyler Johnson.
That was a
There's
penalty?
been some amazingly soft ass calls
Yikes.
against the
What the
Blackhawks.
hell?
That was that.
How is
What's the call? Gently nudging. 2 minutes.
holding?
Yeah, holding is the go-to.
They called
We got nothing else.
the
to
official
call.
call was a slash.
Slash. That's soft.
You got called for slashing because the guys skated into your stick. Yeah, they've had some bad calls against them, but I guess when you're a bad team, that's going to happen to you.
That will happen.
You can't get away with anything.
Well, at least the Blackhawks
Big
penalty
save and
kill has been pretty good as of late.
it has been very good. That goal, that power play goal in the last game. Who the hell was that against?
Power play goal allowed.
Yeah, they gave one up the last game.
Who did they play?
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Actually won that game.
Yeah.
How do we forget that?
That's true.
Yeah, they gave a power play goal on that. It was their first power play goal they've allowed since returning from the All-Star break. So they've been good. I believe heading into that Ottawa game, they were the best penalty kill in the league since January 1st.
Nice.
Or
best PK of 2024.
That might not be right. I think I screwed that up. But they were still
they got to be up there, though.
It was.
Yeah, they've only allowed, what, 1 or 2 in the last couple of games?
They had gone 11 in a row before giving that one up. So it's been much better. So at least something's going right.
I mean, that's the advantage of you have a team full of grindy bottom 6 guys.
Yeah, a lot of penalty.
That's what they're good for, right? You know. So that's the one thing where you should really be able to sort of thrive. And like seriously, like they haven't gotten lit up in a lot of games either.
What also helps that they've
I like the Canucks
since Luke Richardson has taken over. This has been a fairly disciplined team. They don't take a lot of penalties, especially since Max Domi's gone. But like I believe they're averaging less than 9 minutes of penalty minutes a game this year. So
which is something considering how little they have the puck generally.
Right. How often they're chasing the game.
Yeah. Right. Like when you're playing defense, that's usually when you have more penalties. I believe they are 18th in the league in penalty minutes per game, and the Hurricanes are right behind them, 19th, or ahead of them, however you look at those standings. But they're both slightly under 9 minutes a game.
Not bad.
But yeah, that Minnesota-Vancouver game was quite the thing this afternoon.
10-7.
10-7.
Crazy.
That's
and what was it? 3 hat tricks?
3 different players had hat tricks in that game.
How did Brock Faber do? What was his plus minus?
He was an even.
Even.
That's not going to help him in the Calder race.
He was on the ice for 4 goals for and on the ice for 4 goals against. No points.
Wow.
Bum.
What a bum. Your team scores 10 goals and you can't get 1 point. Jeez. Well, that'll do it for the first period. 16 shots on goal for the Carolina Hurricanes. 5 for the Blackhawks. 1-0 Carolina after 1.
Yay! And there was much rejoicing. That was a fast ass hockey period.
Yeah, that went by quick.
I am here for it.
2
more, just like it.
1 power play each, right?
Technically, the Hawks had 2.
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
Your point is correct.
Yeah,
I have pizza crumbs all over me.
That's a sign of a good day.
Get it together, dude.
Why are you wiping them off now? It's not like you're going to go back. Like you're not going back for more. You're just going to get more on you.
Could be worse for the Blackhawks after that period. The way that Carolina seemed to control the puck in the offensive zone, but
I believe we have said that amongst the 3 of us.
Yeah.
After almost every first period this year. Well, that could have been a lot worse.
That start could have been worse. That's true.
I'm going to go get more pizza and another refreshing Coors Edge non-alcoholic brew.
Nice.
Can you bring me an alcoholic silver bullet, please?
I can.
Thank you.
Got to update.
I would. I can.
Got an update from the Ice Hogs Wild game.
Lucas Reichel.
No.
Damn.
The Ice Hogs have cut into the Wild's 2-0 lead to make it 2-1 with a goal coming from
Brancini.
Mike Hardman.
Hey,
team
leader.
leading 15th goal this season. Assists to Rem Pitlick and Wyatt Kaiser.
Remington.
Two points in 2 games for Remington Pitlick since joining the Ice Hogs.
Really good. And an AHL player.
He's a great AHL player.
What was I going to say about the Ice Hogs? Oh, yeah. David Gus, one of their leading guys. He was placed in concussion protocol. That seems to be the trendy thing in Rockford. You had Colton Dock and Anders Bjork and Wyatt Kaiser all in there at the same time. And now you have David Gus. So Lucas Reichel going down helps.
That is helpful. Yeah.
I mean, at least you have I've got the game stats here. Still looking for that first shot on goal for Lucas Reichel.
They are in the second intermission. So, hey, get the game tire. That's what we can all hope for.
Well, I mean, shouldn't draw any huge conclusions after 1 game in Rockford, but
no, but
you definitely want to see him.
Oh, he has a shot.
All right.
Hey,
I had to refresh.
There you go.
He has a shot on goal, so he's there.
There you go. Baby steps.
Oh, you would never guess in a million years who leads the Ice Hogs with 4 shots on goal through 2 periods. Don't even try. You've probably never even heard of this guy.
Is it
if you say his name,
Nijov?
No. It is defenseman Josh Maniscalco.
Maniscalco. Delayed happy birthday. His birthday was yesterday.
Sure.
Yeah. I think it was yesterday.
There were a bunch of Maniscalcos that went to St. Pat's. They all played basketball.
There's a comedian, Maniscalco.
Sebastian, right?
Yeah, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Same name?
St. Pat's guy?
No, he was Arlington. He's a suburban guy.
Mm.
He says he's from Chicago, but he's from Arlington Heights. Ugh.
Hey, if the Chicago Bears move there, he's got some
Yeah, there you go.
something to go by.
I guess.
There he is.
So Charlie the Bacon guy's coming into the studio
Tomorrow. Yeah, plan accordingly.
God, it's my day off.
Oh,
I'm sure it'll be
I might
some-
come
come
in
in.
anyways.
There'll be
You
some
might-
bacon. There'll be some leftovers.
I know, but I'm
you
not.
think there's going to be leftover bacon?
There was a pack of the beer bacon in the fridge. for a
wasn't
while.
beer. It was the Malort bacon. That's
Yeah.
Oh.
That might be
Cowards.
why part of it was left over. But it's not about the bacon. I want to meet Charlie
Mm.
himself.
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
You want to shake the man's
meet
hand?
The bacon. Well, the guy's hand. The guy. I call him the guy.
The guy.
The bacon guy.
He's not the bacon man.
I call him Charles T. Bacon Fellow. That's how we get fancy.
The bacon man is his father.
I'm gonna get up. Thank you though. It's intermission. Nobody cares.
This is amazing service here at
I know. Do I have to tip you?
Chateau de CHGO.
Is Howard Aiken actually there? I think I might be wrong about this ad. His shadow is on the glass,
Is it?
Yeah, but
Oh, it is. You're right.
Chelios is shadow.
but his hand's on the boards.
Chelios is a vampire.
Love that Smashing Pumpkin song. You're sitting in?
Oh,
All
Lawrence
right.
is here.
Well, just because of that commercial. So, like, I don't understand why did they shoot it with Chelios like 6 inches above a guy that's already like 5 foot?
Yeah, he's
nothing?
standing
I have
on
no
the
idea.
Who made that
ledger
decision?
of the. Well, yeah. Why would the ice be?
Shelly's up
elevated?
on the ice.
I don't know
on, like,
why
the
it's
little,
elevated like that.
He's
I
on
don't know
the
what rank that is.
whatever.
Is
it
it Johnny's?
I would imagine.
I'm not
But-
sure.
What? It just doesn't make sense.
It's an odd choice.
Put that guy on an apple box if you're.
That's
in
why
the-
we
if
thought
you're
that
in the
Howard
industry.
Aiken was superimposed. What superimposed? But he
well, and his lighting was different
there
too.
is
He
a
was like
reflection on the glass.
he was
though.
like super bright, and Chelios wasn't.
Yes, Chelios is very tan.
Yeah, and Chelios usually attracts the light.
You gotta
but
bet
yeah,
once the camera differently for
That's-
when Chris is on camera.
That is
Maybe.
true. That is true.
Are we
Yeah, I don't
excited
know.
about Sunday?
No, I'm dreading it. It's gonna be awful.
I'm very excited.
Very excited. Yeah, it's huge day.
I know.
If you don't know, CHGO Takeover has been sold out for a while.
Yep,
even
it was announced.
after a multiple rotations of
bless
digging
you.
in the cushions and finding extra tickets, we've sold them all out. Red Wings in town. CHGO Takeover. Chelios getting
Sure
his
sucks.
number retired. Number 7 retired for the first time in Blackhawks history. Not the last time. And Patrick Kane's first game back in Chicago since joining
Who?
the Detroit Red Wings. Patrick Kane the third or the second.
We were
Rather.
talking about this before the show. Patrick Kane picked up his 800th career assist today.
Good
That's
for
pretty
him.
good.
The Red Wings beat the Kraken in overtime, and he's playing undeniably great. He's
Yeah.
been really good for them.
good.
It's very upsetting.
It's weird, like we're forced in this dynamic of like we got so tired of people begging them to bring him back when it was very clear they were not going to, that it sort of has, I don't know, I guess I'll just speak for myself. It's sort of, I don't know, it annoys me that he's not that he's doing well, but it's almost like I don't want him to do well so we don't have to hear about it anymore.
Shut
Does
up,
that
you
make sense?
dangle god.
That makes sense. No, that definitely makes sense. I'm the opposite though. Like as much as it
I'm
was
getting
the narrative of trading him, keeping him, bring him back, all that stuff. Now that he's it was made clear that he wasn't going to be coming back. The organization was going in a different direction, and then he made the decision to go to Detroit, give him the best opportunity to play on a competitive team and play with some former teammates and everything. Like that's fine. The way that he's playing, great. I'm happy for him that he is healthy and he is enjoying playing hockey, and he would have been miserable here in Chicago trying to drag this team to do anything.
Yes.
Like even him with Bedard, with the way Kane's been playing, they're still picking in the lottery. They're not a playoff team.
If
If he had stuck around all of last season, who's to say that, maybe he doesn't steal a few points in the standings that the Blackhawks didn't, have any reason to getting, and they get further away from Bedard and never get him. Then what? Then what are we talking about? We're talking about Lucas Reichel having a down year, Patrick Kane missing half of the season because of his surgery, and we're all bitter and pissy.
Right.
Here's my take on Patrick Kane. The NHL is better with Patrick Kane being Patrick Kane.
Yeah.
But he plays for the Detroit Red Wings. So F him.
That's fair. I think your point, though, and this is the important one, like, would he be here? Like, let's just pretend maybe he leaves at when he did and then decides to come back as a free agent, which is what a lot of people wanted. He's not going to enjoy that. He wants no part of a rebuild. And yeah, would it be awesome to see Patrick Kane and Connor Bedard play together? Yes, of course. Of course it would. But it was made very clear by the Blackhawks and pretty clear by Patrick Kane that it was just not.
Everybody likes to say he could be the veteran leadership. He can be a mentor. He doesn't want to do that.
No.
He doesn't want to do that. He wants to go win a Stanley Cup.
He is not in the and no disrespect to Nick. He is not in the career position of a Nick Foligno where his best asset is being a guy is being a mentor. Like, Patrick Kane's best asset is what he does on the ice, not in the locker room. So, for him to have come back or have stayed here in Chicago and tried to see the rebuild out or whatever, he's burning basically 2, 3, 4 years of his career just being being the best player on a bad team. And after every game, us and the beat are talking to him, asking him, hey, how much does it suck to put up 4 points in a 5-4 loss? Like, stuff like that. Right. So that's not enjoyable for any professional athlete, and especially him, who's, one of the most competitive people out there. So for him to go to Detroit and have the opportunity to continue to compete, and, he'll probably cup chase a little bit, he's on a 1-year deal with Detroit, trying to figure out if he's healthy enough, which he clearly is. That's fine.
And he just
I don't have any like, oh, I wish it was in Chicago. I don't have any of that.
No, me neither. And I think last year he just did a better job of hiding his unhappiness with the rebuild than Taves did. Yeah. Taves is a heart on his sleeve kind of a guy, right?
Yeah.
Patrick Kane's a little more polished with the media stuff. He's, you know what I mean? Like, he is, during the post game when he would be one of the stars of the game, he always knew how to fire the crowd up. He's just, to use like a wrestling term, he's better on the mic. He cuts a better promo.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Taves just had no interest in BSing people. He's like, this sucks. I don't know if I want to be here for this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I know how to lead a rebuilding team. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Flat out said it. I think Patrick Kane felt very similarly to what Taves did. And when the opportunity was given, he was able to cherry pick his destination. He did. He ended up going to the Rangers. And it didn't end in the Stanley Cup, but he got his wish. He got to go play with Panarin again for a while. The Hawks got a decent return. So be it. Right? And now move on to the next era. Because you're right. Like, all that would have done had they kept him is probably cost them Bedard. Because he would have gotten you at least another win. That changes everything.
You think? Yeah.
And, if he was here with Bedard, it's not going to make enough of a difference to make this team significantly
better. If they bring Kane back, you're not going to have the love affair that everybody has with Nick Foligno right now.
True.
Because not saying they wouldn't have brought in Nick Foligno, but it wouldn't have been Nick Foligno's room. It would have been Patrick Kane's room.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
and honestly, like you sort of alluded to, like Nick is a leader and he's got a better leadership makeup for this than Kane does or Taves does. And that, to me, it's not a knock on Foligno, but it's also like a compliment to Kane and Taves of like, they have been winners their entire lives. They're used to it. Nick Foligno's been through some tough years. He's seen it. He's been there. He's Ottawa, Columbus, like he's been through some not great teams.
Boston Bruins last year.
Yeah, the fraudulent Bruins, Mario. And I don't want to say he's used to losing, but I think he knows how to handle it. He's got more experience with it than those two did.
He definitely is a guy that sees the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And with a guy like Patrick Kane, it's what is in front of him, not what is down the road.
Yeah.
And let's remember too, like, was it last summer or 2 summers ago we talked to Alex Vlasic, and he talked about how it was tough to navigate the Hawks locker room as a young player because of those presences of Taves and Kane, and it was like overwhelming. And he used the term like you felt like you kind of had to walk on eggshells a little bit. And now what they have in this locker, and I don't think that they were intentionally make it difficult for young players, of course not. But I mean, just look at the Penguins last night when Jaromir Jagr comes out and skates for warmups with them. You got Chris Letang, who's been in the league for what, 15, 16 years, and he's awestruck.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, that's Jaromir Jagr. Like, dude, you're Chris Letang. You're going in the Hall of Fame too. And he was just like, oh, I used to wear your number. Chris Letang turned into a little kid again when Jagr was out there. Remember, like, think about Alex Vlasic growing up in Chicagoland, watching those cups. Like, that's intimidating.
Yeah, it makes
Connor
a
Bedard
difference.
is the face of this franchise, and he wouldn't be the face of the franchise if Kane and Taves are still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Not for a couple more years. It's all
Right.
good. And listen, I'm happy Patrick Kane is back at full strength, proving a lot of people wrong. I just wish he was doing it for a different team.
Right.
Like, why couldn't you go play for Colorado or,
Ottawa. Someone I
Ottawa?
don't care
Sure.
about.
Like
Yeah,
somebody I
right.
don't care about. Like, don't play. Like, you've gone and you've played for the Rangers and the Red Wings.
Bruins are next for you.
Maple Leafs.
As long as it's not the Blues.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind of do want the Blues to get old, decrepit, can't play anymore, Patrick.
Oh, that'd be
Kane.
That
Not
would be
this
fun.
Patrick
Yeah.
Kane.
That'd be fine.
About 2
Get him
more
in like
years.
4 years, like
Yeah.
how they get all their other legends. Get like how they got Marty Brodeur and Wayne Gretzky. Get them when they're well. Actually, Gretzky was really good with the Blues. He was just wasn't there that long.
He
But,
was
like,
out of there quickly.
Yeah, that's how they got a lot of their get Kane in like 3 years when he's not doing anything, and then I'll enjoy watching Blues fans lose their crap that he's not producing. But,
Speaking of that, you see Pud Wackington stick his stick out the other day.
yeah, I mean, I don't give him the benefit of the doubt just because he's
he did
a
it on
piss
purpose.
baby. I mean, just watching it live, I would have been like, okay, that's an accident. But knowing it's Jordan
Yeah, of
Binnington, I was
course
like,
he did
oh,
on
he did
purpose.
that on purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course he did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He got fined for it. So even the league's like, you did that on purpose.
Yeah, we know you, bro.
If it was any other goalie, I would have been like, oh, that was just a happy little accident.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I want to take another second to thank our new presenting sponsor, Coors Light, for making this pregame not pregame, the watch along happen, and they're gonna be with us here for a good long while. So we're very happy to have Coors Light on board with CHGO Blackhawks and the Molson Coors family, along with CHGO Sports. Good stuff.
I had a great marketing scheme while I was bringing over your Coors Light and my Coors Edge. I was like, you've got the silver bullet,
Yes.
so that's the bullet of beers. They should call this the blank.
That's a good point.
There you go.
The
There you
silver
go.
blank and the blue, or the silver bullet and the blue blank.
There you go.
The blue blank.
This is a nice looking
that-
can.
Is that what?
It's not the first time you've heard that.
That's true. Say the blue blank, wasn't that Owen Hart?
Yeah, well.
Oh,
R.I.P.
Oh, too soon.
Yeah, this is a cool can. It's kind of like a little bit like the banquet beer, but got the little, it's good stuff. Yeah,
Coors Edge
it's the edge.
takes the edge off.
Rated R superstar beer.
Yes, I will have a Coors Adam Copeland, please.
not quite the same.
There's a roll off the
same
tongue.
ring
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
Wonder if they serve this at during U2's run at the Sphere.
Mm.
Get yourself a
Oh, yeah.
Coors Edge.
Coors
You'd think so.
Yeah,
Man, we're just marketing.
we are. We're in the wrong
We
business.
got a lot of ideas for them. I hope they're watching.
Plenty of ideas.
Wow, let's get these things going here.
They are definitely ideas.
They
Yeah. We got a lot of them.
I don't know
By
about
definition ideas.
I don't know how to attach an adjective to any of them, but they are ideas. Yes.
Oh,
Plenty
Lord.
of ideas.
Second period getting closer. Now the first period went really fast. This intermission feels infinite.
Yeah,
Yes.
This
Well-
is really long second intermission.
it's kind of
First intermission.
Yep, that too.
it's kind of the talk amongst yourselves version of the watch along is intermission.
Yeah.
Steve
Should've got another
Mrazek
piece of
having a
pizza.
really good game. Control
Evergreen.
C,
Copy paste.
Control
Yep.
P, or Control V rather.
Yes. He made
14 saves,
13 saves that
13.
period.
13
What's the
of
prize picks?
13 to 14.
I
I busted both of my prize picks today.
Uh-oh.
It's unfortunate.
29.5. That's right.
Yeah.
Well on his way.
So if you want to play along at home with me, I've got Bedard for plus 2.5 shots, Mrazek plus 29.5 saves, and Sebastian Aho plus 1/2 assist.
A half assist?
A half assist.
Aho. Okay.
Aho.
Yeah, he doesn't have an assist yet.
Look at that. Since January 9th.
Yeah.
Third in the league behind Hellebuck. Ukapeka Lukaden. Great name.
Mrazek's been impressive, man. Even not just that short sample size, the whole season.
Yeah.
To have like a 9-10 save percentage or better on this team,
that's unreal.
That is very impressive. He's in the top third of the league and goals saved above expected. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he continues his streak of consecutive quality starts for a goaltender, which you hear a lot of that in baseball. Quality starts for pitchers. Quality starts for goaltenders is allowing fewer goals than the goals expected marker. And I think he's done that in like 9 straight starts now. It's been really good for a good stretch for him and a good season for him.
It's been weird all season. Putting together the pregame threads where I put the goaltending matchup at the M, and I'll have Peter Mrazek, 9-10 save percentage, 9 wins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So and so, 895 save percentage.
Alex Georgiev,
17 wins. Like, it's just not fair.
Yeah. The guy deserves some goal support, and hopefully he gets it next year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lucas Reichel is back, and Frank Nazar and Colton Dock.
We have an update on the Piggies by chance?
I can look it up real quick. I have it right here.
For those watching along, we are at 19 minutes and 17, 16, 15 seconds.
It is still 2-1. 12 minutes to go, regulation.
All right. They're right there. Ooh.
I was gonna say, where's Peter? He was hanging out there for a little too long for my likings.
Oh,
Just missed him.
yeah, we definitely need some Bedard
Does
shots.
Bedard have any shots on goal yet?
No, he doesn't have
not
any
yet.
Geez, send him to Rockford.
Yeah. Even Lucas Reichel has a shot in Rockford.
He's being very deferential today, Bedard.
Remington Pitlick, by the way, that was his first assist as an Ice Hog, his 17th overall in the AHL.
Well, yeah, he was with Pittsburgh's AHL team, right?
The
Wilkes-Barre
Scranton Penguins, where he had 8 goals and 24 points in 32 games.
Woo! Did he get a piece of that?
I think he did.
Wow.
All right, come on.
Mrazek on cue.
Yeah, it's also very hard for Connor Bedard to get shots when his line never has the puck.
Yeah, that'll be difficult.
Uh-oh. Right through them.
Oh, my God. That was
crap.
sick.
Jeez.
Woo.
That was a nice play.
Martin Nietzsche is good.
Pretty good.
We're looking.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's on the ice. That happened very
That's
quickly, so let's see.
2 points for Natchez now tonight.
I remember covering the 2019 Calder Cup final between the Charlotte Checkers and the Chicago Wolves, and Martin Nietzsche won the MVP of the
Yep,
Calder
that'll be
Cup.
an Aho assist.
Won the
No, that's
Yep.
not.
that
No,
was an Aho.
Aho had the secondary.
did he?
Yep, right there.
He didn't touch the puck though.
He advanced it to the boards.
Oh, maybe I'm seeing something different. All right. Either way,
Unless they rule that the Hawk tipping the puck to negates the assist, which they might. We'll
anyways,
see.
you were saying. Calder Cup.
Yes, Martin Nietzsche in the 2019 Calder Cup final was just a stud. He won the playoff MVP that year, and I was like, yeah, that kid's gonna be a star, and he is.
He's pretty good.
Unassisted. Well, it says unassisted here so far,
Mm.
but that always changes.
I would say.
Oh no! Fumble.
Ooh,
Pizza
pizza on the
down.
ground.
5-second rule.
This
Scoop.
rug? Cut a few seconds off of that.
All right, might be
Yep, that's
a little
gonna be a
dangerous.
penalty.
That's a penalty.
That's
Yeah.
a peddling.
Yeah, Natchez I would put in the category of underrated player,
Yes,
not Alex Barkov.
like
and-
most guys on Carolina
Kucherov.
are underrated because they
They play in Carolina.
and like I think a lot of
They don't play a flashy style.
no, not under Rob Brendamore. You're not.
No.
But they also have had, some disappointing runs. A lot of people have been high on them, and then they lose in the first or second round. I mean, it's hard to believe that this team continuously thinks that they're going to put their Stanley Cup hopes on the health of Freddie Anderson and Antti Ranta. I mean, like, what are you doing? Neither of those guys can stay healthy. Kochekov has been very good, but he's still very young. But they're all like, hey, Freddie Anderson's skating. He might come back and get hurt again. Like, what can you possibly
say
have?
that every year?
And I love Antti Ranta. He's one of the
Great guy.
one of the best guys in all hockey.
And good when he's healthy.
Yeah.
But the problem is he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Like, he literally, if he breathes too hard, he gets hurt. I thought that was in the net.
Jeez.
I'm looking at Daily Faceoffs. Did like here's the guy who's likely to be traded, and here's where they're going to end up. They have John Gibson as the best fit and most likely to end up in Carolina.
He kind of sucks too.
Yeah, that doesn't really solve a whole bunch.
I mean, he was good once.
He was good 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When he took the job from Ryan Miller.
They can do the same thing with.
I mean, he's been
who's the
bad for
Blackhawk
a
right
while
now?
now.
Yeah.
I mean, the
but
Ducks
is
have
it-
not been great either.
Is it? Yeah.
True.
Is it that he's on
But
a
look
team
what
that's not?
Mrazek's doing with the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Is it that he's on a team that's not good and he's not invested in playing
Maybe.
because he's asked for a trade
Right.
out of Anaheim? So,
They're calling this goal unassisted. I am going to riot. Ugh, brutal.
we'll see what happens.
Don't worry, they're scoring at least 2 more goals
Yeah,
tonight.
it's okay. Dang, that's clean
Ooh,
off the post.
Right off the post.
Hmm.
Right.
Look at traffic in front, shot on goal.
Yeah, that's
it's
how you do
not
it.
that hard.
That's how you do it. Brent Burns, heavy shot. Still just 5 shots on goal for the Blackhawks to Carolina's 20.
They're working on it. Oh, Jesus.
I think Mrazek's going to be the only goalie that hits my prize picks wager.
Oh boy.
Oy.
Yeah. This is 2 teams playing a different game right now.
Get it out. Oh, come on.
2 teams
They're
playing
saying
different
unassisted
games.
on the goal.
Oh, that's too bad.
Update on the Rockford Ice Hogs. They are now down 3-1.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Joel Teasdale scored for the
I love that guy.
Minnesota Wild, or Iowa Wild, rather.
He's on my AHL fantasy team.
That's a thing?
No. I just made that.
Oh, God.
I just made that up.
You have an illness. If you have an AHL fantasy
I mean,
team,
I bet you
Oh, I
you
would love
can
that.
get one of those going. I just never would.
You would have to do it the old school way of someone is running an Excel spreadsheet.
That has to be crazy just for the fact that, like,
Call ups. All your
anybody
best
who's
players
any
get
good in
called
the
up.
AHL usually is not in the AHL very long.
Yeah. AHL only contracts.
Oh, brutal.
First pick, Andres
You
Bjork.
might have a gambling problem if you're in an AHL fantasy hockey league.
we just got a $5 super chat from Alton V. Says, just came in time for the watch party. Just want to say I got mad love for you guys. Definitely my favorite podcast out
Thank
there.
you,
Thank
Alton.
you, Alton.
Very
Thank you.
appreciative.
Appreciate you.
Love that.
I know this isn't the most thrilling of podcasts we've ever done, but you know,
mean,
Well, it's hard to like,
it's
you know,
different.
we are just watching the game.
maybe if the guys in white gave us a reason to start hooting and hollering,
That's
it'd be a
true.
little more exciting.
I mean,
but-
do you want to know how we watched the game here?
We've only
This
had
is
one.
Pretty much it.
We've only had one
There's,
hoot and
a lot
holler.
more
Actually,
shit
this is-
talk
this
about
is-
people you don't know.
yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that we say here, not on the microphones. But I'm actually
We do that for diehards.
this
just
is
like-
this is probably the most I've actually watched the game here, because usually you got all the different kind of things going on, and
That's true,
you're
yeah.
you're working on the post game post, you're working on stuff for all that stuff, and you're
Yeah, we doing
paying
Hawks hits
attention to
tonight?
things. No.
no.
Okay.
I mean, feel free, but
I'm punting it.
We could talk about how much we like the Coors products and how
Yeah,
much
can
the
always
pizza
talk
was
about
good. And
Oh,
thank
no pizza.
everybody for their
Oof.
super chats. There's your Hawks hits.
Oh, get it out.
what
Oh
chaos?
boy, this is
Jesus.
JV versus varsity.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's a good practice for their D zone structure.
Maybe that's a good spin, Mario. You're That's the optimist in you. They're doing this on purpose. They know the season's lost, and they're just getting some D zone work in.
Yeah. It's like a live practice.
God. So I played Hockey Ultimate Team on NHL 24.
Goalie.
And I'm not great. I would say I'm probably above average, but not great. But I played a kid who was his first game in Hut, and like his best player was like a 79 overall.
I still would have
Nick
lost
Suzuki.
I still would have lost to that kid 9-2.
It looks a lot like this.
Those are the
my
Hut
88
games.
overall Peter Forsberg was dancing circles around his 79 overall Nick Suzuki.
How did you even get in the same game? I thought they kind of like make
I
sure
don't know.
teams like
I
that.
think it was just because maybe it was early in the day, so maybe it was just what was available. But yeah,
some kid homesick from school.
No, he's home from got President's Day off of school. He's so excited.
Bought the game today.
Yeah, 9 years old, and here's Zawoski just destroying him.
Jumping in his chat like, "You suck, kid, loser."
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go get some pizza.
All right,
pull it down.
All right. You guys ever seen that scene in Wayne's World?
Is Hockey Ultimate Team good?
It's fun.
So a lot of people shit on Madden Ultimate Team because it draws in a lot of the EA like attention, and they only focus on the Ultimate Team. But I guess it's a conversation for a different time.
It makes some money.
Yeah,
correct. The microtransactions.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing,
right?
But at least with the NHL, like you're pulling players from like minor league, Europe pro, European pros. There's a bigger player pool,
right? And the big draw of the Ultimate Team is also like the using like past players, like out of position players.
Exactly.
That part is fun for sure. Another super chat here. We should wait for Jay to get back, but
we don't need him.
Michael says, "Thanks for the A+ hockey content and just an entertaining show all around. Congrats on the success and cheers to much more."
Thank you,
Michael.
I appreciate that. Thank you. We wouldn't be able to do this every game without you guys watching and supporting us. So we are definitely appreciative of all of that.
Yep.
But yeah, when I do Hut, I really don't play a lot of the online games because I'm not good enough, and I would be just getting destroyed every time. But I like doing the moments. I don't know. I'm sure it's the same on Madden, but you like recreate historic moments, and you got to do certain things to get
2K has done a lot of that recently, where they have like the Jordan challenges, and it's like those are good.
That's fun. Like the WWE does 2K, I believe too. They do a different. Like the last one I had, it was Steve Austin, so you actually have to do like Stone Cold's biggest matches, like even like in WCW when he had the long hair. That was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
I like stuff like that. Like I've had NHL 24 for a couple months now, and I think I've actually only played like 4 actual like games. I just keep doing the Hut stuff.
I'm an offline mode guy. Like the Hut stuff just never spoke to me. Madden, FIFA, all those teams, all the ultimate stuff. Like I just never got into it. So I get salty that like Madden and NHL, their offline modes, franchise mode, be a pro, all that stuff. It's like hasn't been touched in like I know they revamped the Be a Pro for like NHL 21 or something like that, but then they haven't touched it since. And it's just like I don't know. I'm usually the offline guy. This is the first year I've really done the Hut, but I don't do a lot of the online games. There's still enough offline stuff. Yeah,
and it's fun building the team and opening packs of cards and stuff like that.
I definitely get get the draw to it, but
I'm definitely not the guy going in there and like going in the tournaments and playing, and I'm not putting any money in.
Right.
No, I'm not doing that. Somebody asked.
I usually will buy the deluxe edition when it launches, and you get like a pretty good head start.
Yeah, that's what I did. I got the
into
Bobby Orr edition, so it came with like extra cards, and you started with like 4,000 of the extra points. So I was able to buy a lot of cool. Yeah. Though I wish I would have done a little more research, or at least had a little more idea, because I probably bought a lot of the wrong packs.
you also like you told me you just like got rid of cards for nothing a bunch of times too.
Yeah, because I didn't realize you could trade all those like bronze guys from Europe I've never heard of. They're 60s. And realize that if I get like 30 of them, I can get one silver player.
I will say it starts off kind of easy, but as it goes on, there's more and more sets and more. It gets very complicated. And you're like, well, where do I want to spend my money? So basically, I just build a team of all my favorite players.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Instead of trying to chase everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Hossa and Chelios and Phil Esposito and Bobby Orr, Larry Murphy's on my team, Timo Solani. So it's fun. It's cool. Oh, there's a big shot. It says somebody Lebowski 5 asked who's the better 25, Jared Tenorti or Kriva Krasov? That's not even a real question.
Yeah,
Everybody knows it's Kriva Krasov.
for sure.
When Jared Tenorti scores an overtime game winner against Patrick Waugh, we'll have this discussion. Until that happens,
Jesus.
oh my God, pick a spot. Woo.
Sheesh.
This game is
this is also practice for the Carolina Hurricanes. That is
Yes,
another
that's-
goal. Yes.
yes.
3-0. Blackhawks have one shot in this third period. The Carolina Hurricanes have 2 goals. So
The Blackhawks as a team have 10 shot attempts in this game.
Jesus.
The Hurricanes
That's hard to do.
have 49 49 to 10
Yeah.
in shot attempts. That's what happens when
and that's
one
just-
team has the puck the entire night and the other team doesn't.
And that's just a really good shot.
So 21 game road winning streak.
that's
Thoughts?
just a really good shot from Cocky.
Well, if you want to come out and see the red hot Chicago Blackhawks, visit our friends at Game Time.
Yeah.
It is the easiest place to buy tickets. I'm looking at Game Time right now.
Prices
And,
are dropping as we
Get
speak.
in against the Flyers for $28. Get in against the Jets. That's a Friday night for 41. If you want to go see Patrick Kane come back,
That's gotta be.
you can get in a door for $136, which is not crazy considering it's
On
a jersey
secondary
retirement
market,
and
yeah.
Patrick Kane's return, and it's a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not
That
a
is
crazy number.
That's a prime game. Yeah.
And it will drop as the game well, maybe not for that one.
Yeah,
But
who
typically the
knows?
prices drop on Game Time. It is the best place to find
Yeah.
tickets. Go to Game Time app, use the code CHGO when you sign up, and you'll save $20 off your first order. They've
Mhm.
also got the great views from your seats. You can see
Yeah.
exactly where you're going to sit. Those
And-
last minute deals, those flash deals. It's really a great resource.
And that $136 is what you will pay. It's not
Yeah,
$136 for the ticket plus $50 in fees. That's what you're going to pay, which is a nice feature of the people at Game Time to give you that price right up
And
front.
by the way, this $135 seat is a
Is it-
seat. It's
I was
not
gonna say it's
standing
not
room.
standing room.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you
But-
actually be seated in that seat.
But in seat.
How much can I sell my press box seat for? That?
I
Or
don't
your
know.
2 press
I don't
Depends
boxes?
on who you're
I
sitting
don't know if
next
that's
to.
allowed.
You're gonna be sitting. You guys are gonna be sitting in the seats. I got 2 seats
Yeah.
next to me.
There you
You
go.
can stretch out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get some company in the press box.
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm probably that's probably going to be a
An
nice,
occasional visitor will come by and
a nice,
chew your
well-attended
ear off for a
game.
while.
Yeah, maybe.
There's no way that's happening for that night.
If only you could be so lucky. You find out.
You have
good-
all the Mark Bergevin contaminated gummy bears you want.
He was eating M&Ms the other night, so
Oh.
that's why I walked
I
by
just-
and I looked in his cup and it was M&Ms. I'm like, sweet, I can get the gummy bears.
Get 'em quick.
You know
just-
why? Because the gummy bears was like way down in there, so he would have had to like get like elbow deep to get them. So he probably didn't. He has his he has
God.
his boundaries
Oh
apparently.
God.
So he probably just reached into the M&Ms because
Yeah.
that bin was much fuller.
That is usually why I steer clear of the candy at the press box.
Oh, God.
And it's 4-0.
Nice shot
No,
block.
just kidding. Good save. Well,
So no points for Aho.
I do believe this is going to be the first, unless there's a crazy comeback.
don't.
But this is
Don't
going to be
rule
the
it out.
first time we've had any kind of CHGO event where the Blackhawks are going to lose. Weren't we undefeated?
We were
They won the first takeover.
undefeated in takeovers. Yeah, 2-0 in takeovers.
They won the watch along we did in Mokina this year against Vegas.
The watch party.
Watch
yeah.
party.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
They won. Did you say Pittsburgh already?
yeah,
The one when we were in
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. They lost when we were in
They lost in
Colorado.
Denver.
Yeah,
But it was a
in
good
Denver.
effort.
It was a good effort.
They were- they
yeah.
It was a
scored the
moral
first
victory.
goal.
Yeah.
And it was the birth of the Mackenzie Aunt Whistle Has No
Yes,
Family.
so it was a
bit.
successful trip.
So it was worth it.
It was a successful trip.
Did they win the watch party where I had to leave the set? Did they win that game?
Ooh, I don't. Probably not. It was a home game. They might have though. It was against Edmonton. No, they lost that
No.
game. So okay,
Okay.
it's not the first one they've lost.
Well, still 2-0 in takeovers. So
Yes.
maybe they make it 3-0,
That would be amazing.
and maybe
Oh,
they make it 4-0 this season.
Maybe.
Maybe potentially, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Perhaps
I've heard
potentially.
rumblings, not just from Jay's
That's-
stomach.
Yeah.
I beat you to it. I knew you were going there. Not just from Mario's gluten-free pizza.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gluten free.
Yeah, we confirmed.
It is.
all right,
Right.
good. You're still with us?
We're still good. I got it. Another set of 4 slices to test it out.
Oh boy. All right.
Are we at that part of the watch
I
along?
still can't find where Alan said he was sending. Maybe I imagined that.
He said it in the postgame show the other day.
Did you dream it?
He tagged us in
Coffee dreams?
Discord.
Hmm.
And I meant to reply to it earlier and got caught up doing something else.
Hmm.
And then trying to find it.
You leave it on the counter at home?
It was like Pud who wore the Red Wings jersey to the Blackhawks and Hurricanes game.
I don't know about
Who would that even be for? Like if it's a former player. there
maybe
any-
he's wearing Svechnikov's brother's jersey.
Could be a Peter Mrazek jersey.
Could be.
That would be something.
Hey, that's what we should do.
A
in the
Mrazek Red Wings jersey.
We should come up with our favorite guys who played for both the Blackhawks and Hurricanes.
Hmm.
I
I wonder who that could be.
I know who yours is.
you do.
Tiamorutu.
Correct.
I mean, Andrew Ladd, who we got for Tiamorutu, was pretty good. Technically,
Yeah.
Steve Larmer fits
Yeah.
that
He
because
played for Hartford.
he was a Hartford Whaler for all of 18 minutes.
Hey.
Never actually played for them, but he was a Hartford Whaler.
Good Lord.
Oh my
Oh,
God! There's
your
oh, that's
oh,
an,
oh,
no.
it's
He
an
needs an
assist.
assist.
Sheesh.
This,
This is a ass whooping of yikes.
I mean, all right, 4-0. If you're gonna lose, yeah. Hey, don't worry. There's still half a hockey game to go.
Yeah, I think they got another one in them.
This is going to be one of those 8-1 games, but at least if you're going to lose 8-1, it's to the Hurricanes and not to the Coyotes or the Ass Jackets.
That's true.
I mean, if you're going to get
Jesus.
get embarrassed by one of the best teams in the league. Ugh, speaking of Pudwax, there's Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Mm.
Gross.
Viceroy of Pudwakistan.
That's right.
Flowing robes, the grace.
8th straight season with 20 goals or more for Sebastian Aho.
I believe he's in the category of underrated too.
He's pretty darn good.
It kind of sucks because this is the only sport. Well, maybe not. Joey, maybe you can help with this. Like, because of markets, guys are not hyped as much. Like, does that happen in the NBA? Like, well, this guy plays for the, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it
Pelicans or
definitely
whatever.
does, but the NBA's star power is I think is not arguable. Like, there's just inherently a little more star power. There's
Yeah.
less guys on the court. You're not wearing a helmet, so that's like a big factor. You're a big celebrity, so it can transcend that, no doubt. Like, look at Wembanyama,
Or like
the
Jokic.
Spurs. Right?
Right.
But there's definitely some very good players in smaller markets that don't get the media attention that
Okay, but let's say
is deserving. of
Jokic
them.
is an MVP, obviously, like undeniably awesome player.
Yes.
But like, if he was a Laker or a Nick or a Bull,
If he was,
wouldn't
yeah.
his profile be way bigger?
I think it would be talked about. I mean, like, so what people said last year was the Nuggets swept the Lakers. The Nuggets swept the Lakers, and LeBron announced that he was maybe gonna retire. He was, and that took all of the headlines, and that's what pissed them off because
Yeah.
still they had just completed the sweep, and it's still
It was all about them.
it's still all about LA. So I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely, but he's the biggest star that Denver's ever had. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good example there.
Like,
I think I think there is something to be said about star players playing in bigger markets,
where it's like in the NBA, it's a smaller market. Where in hockey, it's a non-traditional market because nobody's playing hockey in North Carolina. Nobody's playing hockey. At least you weren't.
Yeah.
But you could play basketball anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball is big everywhere because all you need is just have a park in your neighborhood with a hoop
Mm-hmm.
and find a friend and go play basketball.
Right.
So you're
Yeah,
just
that's
in
part of it.
smaller towns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing where there's no market in the NBA where nobody plays basketball locally.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's
And if you're good in the NBA, you're going to get marketed correctly because
Yeah.
they're really good at that.
Yeah.
You will.
There's more eyeballs on you.
yeah, and even though
Oops. Colin Blackwell fell down. Drink.
He's down.
It's all drink.
Yeah, take one.
That sniper's out.
Well, I think
again.
too, Jokic might be a bad example because he seems like a guy who wants no part of the
limelight
off
yeah.
the court stuff. Like,
It-
I just want to play and go home.
Like I think if you have two players that
He
are
wants to go home more.
relatively similar in talent, and one
Ugh.
plays for the Lakers and another plays for the Hornets, you're gonna, the Lakers player is probably gonna be
Yeah.
in the mainstream media more. But the NBA and NBA fans do a good, it's such a player driven league that people are gonna follow the
Is
players
it-
that are good, and no matter
Is it also that hockey is so niche that and basketball is so popular, like just as a whole, that when you have a player like a Sebastian Aho who's like, if you're like into hockey, who Sebastian Aho is, but if you're a casual hockey fan, you might not know, or if you're just like a passerby of the sport, you wouldn't know, but a passerby of basketball probably knows, Nikola Jokic and Luke,
Right.
Giannis and all these guys, name them down the list, Damian Lillard, like all those guys. Whereas, I just think because hockey, even though it is international, it is still very like niche, to where the more well-known players still it's a smaller percentage.
I wonder if we took a lap around the 100 level of the United Center during a Hawks game and asked 50 people, who is Sebastian Aho? How many
Yeah.
could tell you, A, he's a hockey player, B, he's on this team?
But what if somebody says he's a defenseman for the New York Islanders?
They would also be correct.
They get
That's
bonus
true,
points.
yeah.
That's even hard.
I would
harder
assume
to
they
know.
would then know the
Carolina one.
superior
Yeah.
of the Ahos,
The
of
original.
the Sebastian Ahos.
keep firing Ahos.
Can we, maybe
See,
we should cycle more.
if he ever got traded to the
Shoot
Blackhawks,
it!
A, that would be awesome, and B, we would have a keep firing Aho shirt.
Keep firing Aho.
Either one of them.
And we know Mark Lazarus and Tracy Myers would buy it because
Yes.
they're always making
Big
space ball
Spaceballs
ref.
people.
Yes,
Yeah.
big
Well,
space ball
They're
ref.
the upper end of the demo in the press room.
Yes, they are.
Except
they,
that one guy.
They are. They are our age group.
I can't help this is a bad idea.
This is-
That's gonna be, I'm gonna slow down. My filter is.
Hey, I was changing the subject real quick. I found Alan K's coffee post.
There it is. Hey.
He says it's proven very difficult to have coffee delivered to the studio at the scheduled time. Most places close by 4. I sent you guys some cold brew cans of Skeletor blood. That sounds awesome.
Whoa.
But they'll arrive later this week, not today. We could figure out logistical things better for the
Wow.
future. So I appreciate that,
That's
Alan.
awesome. Thank you.
Just the name alone.
Hey,
is-
if it's
is
any
pretty
good, we
damn-
should get,
Don't worry. We're gonna want. This is not the only day we're gonna need coffee. I promise you that.
There it is. Yes.
If they're any good, we'll get Jim and Chris to contact.
Oh yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Is that
Skeletor blood.
Alan, you're in Texas, right? Is that a local brand there? I believe Alan is in the Dallas area.
Doxing him?
Sure.
His address is. Let's see.
What's the last 4?
Oh, it's Dark Matter.
Oh, it's from Dark Matter.
Oh,
Even
sweet.
better. Okay,
All right.
that's
Let's see that.
a
Now that's.
that's a
Uh-huh,
local.
it's
That's
local.
That's
local.
something- Yeah, that's
Local
something we should.
sales.
Aren't
have.
they
people.
vaguely partners with someone we're kind of starting to work with too?
Dark Matter?
And the other place that was here the other day that we enjoyed thoroughly,
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
aren't they like
You're right. Yes.
semi connected?
It's
All
You're right. You are correct.
All right.
So there you go. Maybe we'll already
We know Jim's
we're
watching before his hockey game.
already
Let's go. Dark Matter.
already connected before we even knew
Can
it.
you imagine just a office full of Dark Matter coffee and Coors Light
Oh
beer?
my God.
Wait,
Oh.
Jim is what? Jim salesman Jim?
Yeah,
he's
Yes.
been in the-
He's
been in the
watching before what?
he's watching this, watching the chat.
Oh, I thought you meant before his hockey game.
chat. Yeah, he is.
He has a hockey game
He has
tonight.
a
yeah.
hockey
He's
game tonight.
playing in a hockey
He
game.
plays in a beer.
He's on the
league, yeah.
Blackhawks.
I was not aware, so I was not aware he was in a beer league
Yes.
hockey,
Yeah,
See.
Johnny's West. He plays that.
and I will have to ask him about this now.
Yes.
I had my game last night.
You guys, you and Jim can have.
See, we need to start checking in with Mario and how his game went.
Nah, you don't.
You're very hesitant to talk about it. How did it go?
any new bruises this week?
No,
How many
Jim.
Michigan
I
did
didn't.
you pull off?
0. Same
I think,
as the
I think
Blackhawks.
Joey and Jim should be on an episode of Tavern Style this week and talk about Jim's or Mario and Jim can have a Tavern Style and talk about.
See,
I would
beer
love
league
that.
bruises.
this
could
a
do
fun tavern style. No joke would be, what is your greatest sports achievement ever?
Sounds like a
oh,
Boris
man.
and Bernstein bit.
I played football for 7 years. I played basketball for 3. Neither. One day at work, I threw a baseball card at somebody. It flew up in the air and it stuck in the drop ceiling.
Yeah.
And whatever you call it, the bracketing for dressing, and it's stuck perfectly. That is a great.
It's a Nick Foligno goal! Hey, we can talk to him about it tomorrow. Sorry, Nick, we missed your goal because Jay Zawoski was telling us about
bragging.
while you were doing a great.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Buddy, sit down.
All right, let's actually see what happened here. Hopefully, Philip Kershev gets a point.
There's a
Bedard assist.
God.
Woo!
God, shut up, Zawoski.
Yeah.
You fat
Love
dumbass.
that.
Almost as cool as getting
that.
a baseball card stuck in the ceiling.
Dang.
Wow, what a shot.
We are definitely talking about that
Hell
tomorrow
yeah.
at
See, Patrick Kane can't do that shit.
2:30. Even the ref's like, I can't believe you did that.
Nick's probably surprised too.
Every now and again, Foligno has that like, whoa.
Yeah,
So you know what it is.
still got it.
You know what it is. It's like if you have like a 9-year-old dog at home and you introduce a puppy, all of a sudden that 9-year-old dog for a little while becomes a
some-
little younger, a little
Get
more
some
pep.
energy. Yeah,
That's what Connor Bedard's doing to Nick Foligno.
that's true. And I believe that's an assist for Connor Bedard.
And Nick Foligno, you could see that
He's 6-game point streak.
it's the CHGO
Get hot,
bump. It's a
Foligno.
real thing.
he's got 7 goals and what is it? 7 goals and 10 points in let me say that again. He has 5 goals and 7 points now in his last 10 games since wearing the fashionable CHGO
CHGO
black
bump is
flag
real.
hoodie. So hey,
The Ice Hogs went on a 3-game winning streak since we
There you
showed
go. We
up.
got Lucas Reichel signed up.
we're not going to talk about the Ice Hawks tonight though, as part of the CHGO bump. But
Well, it's
Nick
'cause
Foligno,
it's not a home game.
he has got the CHGO
Yes, we will
bump.
talk to them about the
working for
CHGO
him.
bump right here in these seats tomorrow at 2:30.
Maybe Nick needs to stand up in front of the locker room and give an impassioned testimonial of the CHGO bump, and we get the whole group in
Encourage
here.
them all to come in.
Get the whole group in here on one day.
That'd be
We'll
nice.
promise them Salernos and some Coors Light. Just say, hey, y'all want a T-shirt? Wear it under your gear for every game, and
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
get a winning streak. It'll be just like in Major League when they start ripping the clothes off of the poster board. We'll get a poster board of Jay and have them start ripping
Oh,
clothes
God.
off.
Yeah, bigger boobs.
Maybe if we talk about mundane sports achievements, that's not
Sure.
copyrighted, is it? We'll get another goal. But
Sure.
your baseball card, my best sports achievement ever happened in Green Lake, Wisconsin at a bowling tournament. I was out of my mind, blind drunk, and bowled a 294.
Oh yeah.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah.
Best game of my life.
That is
I
impressive.
bowled Friday nights men's league for years and years and years. I was a bet. I couldn't even see the pins. I was just because it was like an all day bowling tournament. It was like my 9th game of the day too,
Oh my god.
and we were just destroyed.
That's
And
a lot of bowling.
yeah, and I was so hammered that I have no idea what I was doing, but it
That
was
is
my best
impressive.
game ever. 294,
That
Damn,
is impressive.
that's pretty good.
which means which means I threw a 4 count on the last ball of the night. Which yeah,
That's tough.
well, the beer finally caught up to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's usually
It
how I
happens.
bowl too, just kind of blindly throwing it down towards the pins in a general direction.
Whatever, man. It was working for me that night. That's my greatest achievement ever.
Nice. I would say mine would be my freshman year of high school football. I had a game where I had 5. Oh, Jason Dickinson trying to get in on the party. I had 4 catches in the game, and we didn't have anyone taking down stats, but because it can't be confirmed or denied by statistical, it was about 300 yards receiving. No, it was probably about 150 yards receiving and a touchdown, and it was all downhill from there after after
all
that.
right.
But yeah, that was probably my best game I ever had in high school. Was my freshman year. So tells you all you need to know about my football career. But yeah, that was pretty good.
See, we've all got our moments.
And I did have, I will say, close second behind that one
Bedard
is
restricted goalie.
two goals in the first game of my men's league hockey league this year. There are sticks everywhere.
sale.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was an
Jeez.
explosion at the stick factory.
Oh, he's got tripped.
Nick Foligno is having himself a period.
Is it the Hurricanes that are without sticks?
Men Without Sticks. I love that song by those guys. Is that the safety dance?
Men without hats.
That's
That's a
no-
safety dance.
All right, come on, Bedard.
You can
Seriously,
dance
though.
if you want to.
We need some shots here. All right.
Does he still not have one?
I don't think
He's got an
has one.
assist. I know that.
Does not. Just one shot attempt. Man.
It was Beauvillier, Kurashev, and Bedard were the picks for Hoosier
Yes.
Hawk. All right.
Yes.
Well, I am in the lead.
You're in the lead because you have a point and nobody else does.
It's a very.
Shoot.
Oh, right out of the glove.
By the way, who is this goalie?
It is Spencer Martin.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Not to be confused with Martin Spencer.
Mm-hmm. Or
Spencer Martin.
or Chris Martin.
Or Martin Jones.
Martin Short.
Martin Havlat.
How many other Martins do we know?
Martin Lawrence.
St. Louis.
Martin St. Louis. Jacques Martin.
Yes.
Marvin the Martin.
Jacques Cousteau.
See, told you we'd either be
Martin McFly.
asleep or slap happy. Happy to be slap happy. We'll pick up of offense here. Jeez.
kind of a cross check.
Be
That's kind of
careful. Be careful.
Right in the glove. Taylor Radish is really good at that, shooting it directly into the glove. He's really good at that.
Hey, I mean that takes some accuracy to.
Oh.
hit. Oh, Dickinson!
Oh,
Ah!
Big J.
Hey,
Dick
hand pass.
couldn't get it done. Glorious scoring chance
All
by
of a
Jason
sudden, though, they
Dickinson.
got some life though.
They
Yeah,
do.
right.
I mean,
Probably
better
a little
late,
too
better
but
late than
You
never.
get one goal and you think you can get some more.
Hey, but at least they haven't rolled over and played dead.
Yeah.
Give them
It's
that.
true. They're still
I mean,
trying.
how much is this? Is the Blackhawks are still playing hard, and how much is this as the Hurricanes have taken their foot off the proverbial gas?
That is true.
Maybe it's both.
Well, hey, if they're going to take their foot off the gas, make them pay.
Good note from Ben Pope here. The Hawks have switched up D pairs. Jones is with Korchinski. Vlasic is with Megna.
Trying to get the offense going.
Oh, it's working.
Maybe.
Can we
some-
bench Jacob Megna?
You know, for
could.
about the first month of his arrival, I thought that he was Zach Sanford and Zach Sanford was him in the locker room.
Oh, in the locker room. Yeah.
Kind of
They're
look
pretty
similar.
close.
They have, they're about the
Big,
same
tall
size.
guys.
Yeah.
Beards.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have their own sticks.
No
Yeah.
talks to him.
Neither of them are very good.
Neither will be here next year.
Neither of them hopefully won't be here in a couple of weeks. Back to Rockford,
Uh,
you guys go.
Potentially.
Well, not back to. You've never been there, but
Oh yeah, Olympics this summer.
They've probably as a,
They've-
as a
yeah,
visitor.
they've played there. But yeah,
Magna for sure with the Wolves. Yeah, Olympics this summer. Hey, 2024. And then hockey is back 26 in Winter Olympics in Italy. I'm excited for that. I think we'll go and cover that when Bedard plays for Team Canada.
I'm for it.
See if that's in the budget for 2026 for
Hey.
travel. That'd be good.
We got that Molson Coors money, man.
Hey,
Let's do it.
hey, you know who?
Head for the mountains of Italy.
You know
with
what?
Coors Light.
What beer is under the Molson Coors umbrella? Peroni.
There you go.
So there you go. There's our
Sounds like a good
trip to
hook.
the Winter
We'll
Olympics.
go
I'm really
Spot-
actually fascinated by how, like, as this is like come together and like we have Coors Light and other shows have other
Mhm.
Molson Coors.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by the process of this. I need to like sit down with one of the Molson Coors people and be like, explain this to me and how you decide what gets what
Yeah.
and how you. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me.
Well, when you have a lot of cards in the deck to play with,
Yeah, right.
you know, you can
But that's I
you
mean,
can take some
it's gotta be
swings.
super complicated to pull off a deal and like.
Yeah, I would.
You know who
imagine.
might have some insight on that is Blackhawks CEO and team owner now, Danny Wirtz.
True. He deals with a lot of the beverage industry.
Yeah.
Not this particular brand though. They are.
No,
But yeah, these
Yeah,
are
I
going
mean,
down
it-
easy.
I would love to know how you how they test the market on those things
Right.
and like
Sure, I
see
mean-
like what's a good investment to try and acquire and,
I'm sure
and
it's
all that.
people way smarter than us in a room with spreadsheets and graphs, and they've got their algorithm down. And
Yeah. There's a science behind it. I just want to know what the science is. That, by the way, for the Cubs, they'll love to see it.
that was quite the thing.
That was quite
quite
the
thing
event on
today.
Twitter
Yes.
today.
Yes.
If you missed it,
Gotta seal it.
the Chicago Cubs' new slogan this year is "You have to see it." And on Twitter, they put on the you have to see it. See the letter C,
Capital C, capital I.
like in Cubs. But when you put a capital C and a capital I next to each other
and then a T.
and a T, you get an interesting looking
Yes.
combination of letters.
Not
And-
what you were going for.
And our very own Cody Dunn. Maybe that's what we'll talk about on Tavern Style tomorrow, me and Cody. And we'll talk about
Finding
maybe
the
some
C.
hashtag blunders and trying to find what you have to see. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Cody had some fun with that.
They
They changed that real quick.
he's Cody's gonna get that first text from John Stein.
Oh yeah,
So,
I forgot about that.
So,
Yeah.
Cody, what exactly did you mean by this?
Oh, I love that idea. That delights me.
It's not going to be our Cubs guy getting those random texts.
When I see that you have a text from John Steinmiller, I'm like,
Hmm.
Damn it.
think
What did
back.
I say?
What did I
What I do in the
say?
last 24
What did I
hours that made
tweet?
Steiny mad? It could be a myriad things.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll give Cody some
he's
pointers.
Cody
then.
and Stucky's
All right,
problem.
we got to really
now.
dissect this commercial.
Yeah.
All right, he's standing on the ledger there.
He's
Question in the chat here from Matt,
Yes.
who's asking if there's a diehard meetup before the game on Sunday.
That's a really good question.
question.
So here's the deal. It's going to be a very unique situation on Sunday because they're having the ceremony significantly before
3:10
the
is when
game. I'm pulling up
ceremony
the
starts.
itinerary here. I've got it.
you want to be in your seats at like 3:00 basically.
Normally we do have a pregame meetup, or we'll do something either at the United Center or somewhere else. But because the ceremony starts 2 hours before the game, and the atrium opens so early, and
they have the
they're going to have a panel
at 2:15.
2:15. I think it's just best that everybody's going to want to be there for the ceremony. What
Yeah.
would you rather see? Chelios's number go up or a free drink in the bar? I think
Right.
everybody wants to see the number go up. So once we kind of get a better lay of the land, we'll definitely let everybody know, like, hey, we'll be in the atrium at this time.
I know I will be there by 1:45. It opens
Yeah, I'm
at
gonna-
1.
I'm gonna be there by
You're
1:45.
going to be
Be there
there
early.
Saturday night at like 9:45.
I mean, camped out.
Yeah, like you're not going to leave Friday. You're just
Yeah,
going to
maybe.
stay there the whole weekend.
Yeah, we'll be there at least before the
Yeah.
panel starts and everything, and maybe we'll just meet up at Chelly's Chili, and we'll
Yeah, it's right there.
get together as a group and hang out for the panel and everything, and then go to the seats as a group.
Yeah, and if you can't get there for the pregame stuff, and you just get there in time for the ceremony, we'll just meet us at the seats. We're all going to be in
Yeah.
the same general area. So
Yeah. And maybe we'll do something in between a period for those diehards that are there that maybe are on their own tickets, not
Yeah.
part of the takeover.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's an organic, fluid situation. Windy City Hockey's asking, and any words when the tickets are getting sent out for the game? I mean, I know from past, it's usually not until like
yeah, it's a day or two ahead.
like 48 hours ahead of time. You'll get an email from us about how to get your ticket.
It should be through Eventbrite, I believe.
I'm not sure
No,
how
I
that
think
works.
because these are going to be like real. Like
I think
It
Spen-
might
I
come
think-
from like blackhawks.com.
I think
Yeah.
Spencer has to transfer them from the app to you, but
Gotcha. Okay.
I think the deal is we haven't gotten them from the Blackhawks yet. So as soon as they get them to us, we then transfer on it. Like
That's true.
if you guys don't have them by like Saturday, send us a message and we'll look into it too.
Yeah,
But
we
I
will.
would think you should have them
Get it taken care of.
within 48 hours of the game.
All
Yeah,
good. It's
yeah.
still on the right timeline. Tickets are still, no
Yeah.
worries there.
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't be
Wouldn't be
sweating
worried.
it just yet.
Yeah, and Spencer and Lindsay always have things very well handled on the. They've been on this for months, so they got a plan. We're good. You'll be good.
Yeah.
Such an awkward.
Ice Hogs lost, and according to the Giggities, guess what? Colton Dock injured again.
God bless it.
I don't know what it is with those boys. Let's see if I can find something on that.
Oh, that is not fun news.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is with him and Kirby.
You know, until we
Either
get
one
some
of them
sort
can
of
be-
official word. Not saying that the Giggities is, making stuff up, but it could be something minor.
Liar. Yeah, no.
Could be something minor, but it doesn't seem like there's no such thing as a minor injury when it comes to
It's always
somebody with the
something.
last name Doc.
Yeah.
It never seems to be minor, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll keep my eyes open on that. See if there's any kind of
Yeah. Hopefully
official
it's-
word.
Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully he didn't. Yeah. We'll have to see. Hey.
That's the thing is I want to get really excited about Colton Dock. Because when he's playing, he's exciting, but
Yeah, and
He's gotta
even
prove to
through
me he can stay out there
even
for
through
more than
even
2
through
weeks.
juniors, he had
Yeah.
health issues, injury issues. So yeah,
You
I
don't want to
just-
call somebody injury prone, but man, those two kids.
yeah.
the
And
injury,
it's
the injury bug
often
bites
like
them.
kind of freakish stuff.
I could
like-
see Colton having more injuries because he plays a more hard nosed style than Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby's got the size, but Kirby is not one to be
He didn't seek it.
going to the
He didn't
middle of
seek
the
it
ice
out.
a lot. Where Colton plays that energy style, that greasy goal style. But yeah, we'll wait and see. The AHL is very, very vague when it comes to injuries, especially since there's no press there to ask a coach after the game. Hey, that guy
Not-
got hurt. What happened to him?
Not
So
much
they just
press, yeah.
they just say, we'll tell you when we have something
Yeah.
to tell you.
And don't
sometimes-
expect Anders Sorensen to give you
No.
anything more than he wants to give you.
Yeah,
Right.
Anders Sorensen, as I'm a big fan of his, a great guy, but not a good quote. Not a good quote. Short and to the point.
Yep.
He went to the John Tortorella School of post-game interviews without being a dick.
Yeah, he missed that day.
Yeah,
in class.
he failed that part of the class, but he got the short, succinct
Mhm.
answers down to a T. He's especially after a loss, man. Woo. I will never. I'm going to tell my fun Anders Sorensen story. When we had when they played the Wolves in the playoffs 2 seasons ago, our guy Joey Z was still doing the Ice Hogs games, and this Wolves. I think it was the end of the season, last game of the year. Wolves just killed. That was the year the Wolves, I think, won the Calder Cup a couple years ago. Blew out the Ice Hogs. We go down there. I did the Wolves coverage, and then I'm going over by. I see Joey Z setting up his camera. He's got to do the YouTube, and he's asking Anders Sorensen questions because he needs. I guess needed to fill like 2 minutes on YouTube,
Good luck.
and he's just giving him like you thought his answers were short. Most nights he's literally giving him like 2-word answers. No, yes, and Joey is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Like you could see he's starting to like melt down. And then to make matters even worse, some pudwack on the Wolves decides to go grind his skate right like next to us. So not only is Anders like having nothing to do with his interview, Joey Z's melting down because he's literally asked 13 questions and he still needs another 90 seconds
Oh my
of footage.
God.
And now all of a sudden you're getting like right next to us. It was like a Monty Python sketch. Like it was, I'm trying so hard not to just laugh at this situation, but I felt bad for Joey. And I know Anders, the last thing Anders wants is me and Joey there talking to him about
Right, yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And then some jackhole has to sharpen his skate. Some guy that probably played 4 shifts
Oh,
and he's
man.
got to sharpen his skate, after the game. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
God.
Where was it?
That is tough when you got the short answer guy and you
What-
have time to fill.
Yeah.
It's like sitting at
When
a
you have
bar. I had to do it with the Hawks at the Bud Light on the glass, and like you're there for an hour, and like you're supposed to divide it up. Like, okay, we have this much time for autographs, this much time for conversation, and that was always the tough balance of like, okay, how many people are here? How long is it going to take to get through this? But so many times I'd interview a guy for 20 minutes, I'd ask him 1,000 questions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, let's open up for autographs. And the line would take 20 minutes. And I'm like, we got 20 more
Another
minutes.
20
Anyone have any
minutes to
questions
kill.
here for
Yeah.
Tanner Caro? Anyone?
Blackhawks legend Tanner Caro.
Actually,
oh my God.
Tanner Caro is actually one of the better. Him and Ben Smith were great.
Ben Smith.
John Hayden was really good. Like the worse the player was, the better they were to
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah.
But then you get
because they're just
it's-
excited anybody wants to
Yeah.
talk
It's
to 'em.
more the opportunity to be out and about.
They've had like Hockey
Yeah.
Now's built up for 3 years and finally someone's going to ask them.
yeah.
Like nobody
Dave-
asked me for
man,
my thoughts.
Dave Bowen got really good at it after 2 years, but the first few was like,
Yeah,
I did one with Dennis Rasmussen.
Oh yeah.
the Moose.
He's got nothing to say. It was just like, oh my god.
I'm only here for what did Hudobin say? I'm only here for the money and free juice.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That is like the most nerve-wracking, because then you've already done the interview, everyone's got their stuff signed, and everyone's just kind of like
Sitting there staring.
so what are we gonna do? I have more questions, I guess.
Yeah, right. Yeah, then you're just kind of flying by the seat of your
Yeah.
pants.
Like,
trying to figure
really
it
think
out.
about it. Who could you interview one-on-one for an hour?
Nick Foligno.
Maybe even an hour would be tough. Like just you and him.
Yeah, that would be
That's
hard.
like in the, I don't know.
It's-
That's
yeah,
very, there's
it's-
very few people that interesting.
Yeah.
Like even
Right.
Conan O'Brien, who does it for a living and is one of the best at it, has 2 other people with him. And the first 20 and the last 10 are him and his
one-on-one
crew
for
effing
an
around.
hour with a hockey player, any hockey player is
Yeah.
rough.
Yes.
Unless you get like, I think you could probably Wayne Gretzky easily do an hour because he's become a really good storyteller.
tell me
Yeah,
stories.
just let
Yeah,
let
just
him
tell me
let him rip
stories.
on storytelling.
I think you
yeah.
can do an hour with Savvy.
Oh, for sure. I would
Yeah.
think so.
Just bring him cigarettes. He'll keep talking.
He'd be one of the easier ones, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Current players,
Current players that could fill an hour, man.
man,
No.
nobody on this Hawks team. Maybe
Foligno
Foligno,
would be the one.
Foligno would be the one
maybe
that
Dickinson.
that would talk to you that much. Yeah,
Dickinson's
Dickinson.
got a lot to-
Dickinson,
got a lot
I
to
think,
say.
would have some good stories because he's a grind. He's a guy that
Yeah.
like worked his way
Mhm.
to the spot. A couple of franchises have given up on him. He's got some stories.
Imagine trying to go an hour with Kevin Korchinski.
Obviously,
right
that
now.
would be very difficult.
Obviously, that would
Yeah.
be very
dude,
difficult.
you literally have to ask him like 113 questions
Yeah,
because not only does he give you short answers, but he talks so fast.
it's very fast.
It's like a
Yeah.
race.
He's very, very nervous to talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll get better.
He'll get more
better.
comfortable. Yeah, Bedard is getting much more
He's
comfortable.
definitely gotten better since his
sure.
return of his injury.
He's gotten a vocabulary lesson too.
Yeah, 3-game point streak for our guy Bedard, by the way.
Nice.
With his assist tonight. Who else will be current players you can get an hour one-on-one interview with? Brad Marchand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
McDavid
not a
is
lot.
starting to get there.
You can't do an hour.
But
with
you
him.
could
Not an
ask him
hour.
about like league stuff,
Yeah.
right? And say, hey, because he is rightfully emboldened in his opinions, right?
Mhm.
Like he's very
Yeah.
opinionated about the All-Star game and like that sort of thing. I think if you get him talking about something other than himself
Yeah.
or the game, he'd have some stuff to say.
I mean, seems like most hockey players.
You could ask Ryan Reeves what would have happened if he was at certain historic events. Well, if I was at the Ford's Theater, John Wilkes Booth would have had another thing coming.
If I was at the Alamo,
if I was at the grassy knoll,
If I was at Dealey Plaza, Lee Harvey Oswald would have been thrown out that window, and only Ted Cruz's dad would have been left to shoot JFK.
see, that's fun. Ryan Reeves prevents historical.
That sounds like an off-season bit. We need to write that one down. That sounds like a really good mid-August bit. We should come up with.
just Photoshop.
Ryan
him in the
Reeves prevents
historical-
tragedy.
If only I was at the World Trade Center
Oh god.
punching down airplanes. Yeah,
I would have showed
I mean,
that
it sounds like an
iceberg who's
exaggeration,
boss.
but if you asked him, he would probably say,
In his own mind, he'd prevent everything.
I'm very
Yeah.
upset that your tweet the other day was it Walker from the Blues that laid
Yeah.
him out, and you
5
wrote,
foot-
if
5
only
foot-
Ryan Reeves was on the ice to prevent this. I think that's the hockey tweet of the
The
year.
only problem was I wasn't the only guy to do that. There were a lot out there that got bigger. But yeah, all 5'9" Nathan Walker dumps
Yeah.
him on his ass, and yeah, that was one of my favorite plays of the year.
Oh, that was good.
Kevin Korchinski looks like a
He-
psychopath.
you know who we could? You know who we'd get an hour
Hanger.
easy? Well, that's
There
That's
Brandon,
about
that'd be
free
a good
golf
one.
clubs.
Luke Richardson easy.
Sure.
We've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Almost an hour. About
Yeah, 30
40
minutes.
or so.
Maybe 40 minutes. Yeah.
just ask him to break down power play
Yeah.
plays, and you'll have 4 hours of content.
Yeah.
Good to get him in
The,
here
the
again.
next time, if and when he comes in here, we should coordinate some time to be like, can we just go over tape and can you just explain hockey to us?
Yeah, I think we only get coaches when they're new. It's like they're hazing. Like, all right,
Yeah.
we got Derek King. Look at that.
Oh,
Hey.
that's what we were gathering about, huh?
Oh, look at that.
Well,
Is that-
Liberty's taken.
Is that Jordan Binnington wearing a Hurricanes jersey? Keep her hands off Bedard, you piss baby.
All right, come on.
One assist, one shot attempt. That is not a shot on goal. That's all right. He's gonna get all their shots on goal this period. Bubble Bedard will not go down without a fight.
Somebody said Yager for an hour. No, he wouldn't. We wouldn't get an hour out of Yager.
You don't
Did you
think
see
so?
what he said about
No,
his girlfriend?
That was amazing. He's my
No, I
favorite.
missed
He
that.
goes,
He's going from the player.
during his speech, he goes, "My girlfriend is too young to remember me playing for the Penguins, but it's okay. I told her about it." Dude,
He's a
remember,
legend.
remember years ago that girl
Yeah.
tried to blackmail him? He's
tried to
like,
blackmail him.
Oh
Great.
no!
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm 40. I'm 45. You're 19 and hot. I'm not married. I don't have kids. Oh no! Shame me.
yeah. He's like, there I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, give me your phone. I'll
oh, God.
verify this is real.
I don't think you can get a full hour out of Yager because he's another guy that gives you. At least he gave us short answers when we met.
He is,
well, we
he
met
is
him
also
in a
like
different setting.
he is an intimidating presence.
He is. He looks like a Bond villain.
He's huge.
Always has.
He's
He is who he is.
yeah, he knows who he is.
He's always been
Yeah.
enigmatic.
Yeah.
You know, and
I love the clip of him from I think it was the 2013 Cup final when he was with the Bruins, and I think it was Sportsnet was doing like player intros and stuff, and he's like, Jaromir Jagr, I'm from Czechoslovakia. My favorite player growing up was Jaromir Jagr. I love that.
He's a legend.
He's
Another
he's such a
question.
character. Yeah.
What unsung Hawks players of yesteryear would you like to have in studio? I'd love to hear from Steve Smith or Gary Sutter.
I love Steve
Yeah.
Smith.
Gary Suter, excuse me, obviously.
Suter,
Duh.
Yes. One.
So the Sutters were other people.
Yes.
Unsung Hawks that I like to interview. See, those guys are always kind of the best interviews.
I want to interview Jeff Shantz.
Goal number 11. Yeah, think of
Yeah.
Here's how if I was to do this.
Kim
Like,
Johnson.
think about the teams
Said
they were
unsung,
on
not-
and the
not
stories they could tell.
Unseen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a penalty.
Like somebody who was
Ah,
like along for the ride on those
Yeah, like
those
Joe Murphy if Joe Murphy wasn't Joe Murphy.
right
Sure, yeah.
or like
I can't do that in the last second.
yeah, like not one of the guys that could tell you the fun stories about Roenick and Chelios and
Yep.
Savard. Because I mean, yeah, those are the. That's why I always said if it's too late now, but if I were to ever interview a member of the Rolling Stones, I would have interviewed Charlie Watts because he was kind of the guy in the
Yeah, the fly on
background
the wall.
that just took it all in.
Yep.
That's the kind of guy that you get.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had his fun though.
Oh, he did. He had he had his problems.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
get another one.
oh, there's the Colin Blackwell experience
There
for
you
you.
go. Good play. You know who'd be interesting is not football version. John Madden, I think would be
Yeah.
interesting to talk with because
What happened in that limo, John?
he came to the Blackhawks as the grizzled old vet
He was in Nick Foligno.
on a team of young 20-year-olds that were playing well beyond their means at the time, and I think he would definitely be an interesting guy to talk to and have some fun stories about that 2010 team.
Keith Kearney.
That's
Yeah.
a great one.
Keith Kearney would be a great interview.
He was on good and bad Hawks teams. Play with Chelios forever.
Yeah,
I mean, Chelios will pretty much tell you anything now, though. So
yeah, I'll give you.
Be another guy that'd be fun to have just because he's got stories beyond the Blackhawks too. But like Stefan Matteau would probably be fun.
Yeah.
Scored that big goal for the Rangers. This is 1 year I actually rooted for the Rangers. That's how much I love Steve Larmer.
Yeah, it's a testament.
It is.
we might get a Svechnikov, Michigan in this game.
Yeah, why not? Be cool.
No, that was wide
Jesus.
Too easy.
open. I believe Aho got an assist there. I heard his
probably.
name
Yeah, I
mentioned right
think
before
he
that goal,
he
so I
either
think you guys got your
shot it for the
assist.
rebound or passed it. So
I think
that's
he's gonna get that assist there.
Aho assist. Yep.
Here we go. Let's see.
Mrazek just kind of like accepted that this goal was going in.
Yeah, that was Aho's shot.
Yep. Knew it was coming. That sucks.
Oh well. There goes the comeback.
Yep. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, I mean, it's not really interference. That sucks.
See if we got any other,
How it's going to go. Grizzly man, Brent Burns.
Verified. Assist for Sebastian Aho.
There you go.
His 39th of the season.
Ding, ding, ding. Oop. Get a shot. Hit the net. Hey, Tavo Teravainen.
I mean, unsung heroes. I mean, get in here to talk about a guy you can have an hour one-on-one interview with. Troy Murray.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He'd be great to talk
Played
to.
on some great teams too.
Yeah, and he was that guy that, that did a lot of the dirty work, did a lot of the things that never showed up on score sheets, but had some good seasons offensively too. He wasn't a slouch, that's for sure. Troy Murray, literally, like one of the toughest guys I've ever met.
Oh my God.
Like you see him, he's still intimidating. Like, even though I've gotten to know Troy, and I know Troy is just one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Yeah.
Still intimidates the living shit out of me.
Now and again,
just
he'll
his
get
presence.
that glint in his eye. It's like a mischievous, or like
Yeah.
the other day. I don't know if we should tell it. He was pranking us in the Fifth Third the other
practice.
day.
Yeah.
Nothing inappropriate. Just
No. But like he'll walk by you sometimes, and he'll give you like a little elbow, and you're like, Jesus, dude, you're not playing anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that hurts. I'm not wearing any shoulder pads. Like, if he's doing that,
you can't take it out of the guys like
No,
that though. Like,
he's a
that
tough guy.
competitive gene is something. Like, especially those guys that are the grittier, not so superstarish kind of players.
Yeah.
Like when I worked with Buffon, I went down in the 3-point stance like as a joke, and then he was like, I'm like, Doug, no. I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, you can't do that. I'm like, oh my God.
Just
I
kidding.
see my life flash before my eyes because it just like engaged something in him. All right, come on, please get a shot and then a rebound and then
2 more shots.
2 more shots.
I don't think that
Okay.
shot's coming up.
Oh,
Nope.
oh,
that almost worked
just
from a
wide.
Philip Kershev goal. That would have given me the helmet.
That would have been a Bedard
That would've been a tie,
assist.
yeah.
Would have been a tie.
All right, Foligno, give it to Kershev, not Bedard.
This is the defensive group you do not want on the ice for the offensive zone. Tenorti, Crevier.
Geez, you don't want Tenorti in the offensive zone. You don't want him in the defensive zone. What does that tell you?
Neutral zone, no, he's fine.
Put him in the neutral zone. Put him in the press
That looked like
box.
that went out of, come on.
Shot.
Oh,
shoot it.
Yeah, there we go. Woo, we got a Bedard goal.
Oh,
yeah.
my Lord. It's one shot.
One
Yeah,
shot.
That's
buddy.
100% shooting, my friends.
He should shoot more. Gets 3 more shots. This is a tie game.
Told you.
I'm starting to think he's going to be good.
Bubble Bedard's not going out without a fight.
That's a great shot.
That is 5 points.
Oh, was that
It
offside?
Ooh, yeah,
looked
wait,
it
that
left.
was
I
close.
said it live. I thought it happened.
Shite.
If he gets another one pulled off for
I swear
offense,
to God.
Kiss my ass, Rod Brindamore. You're going to win the game.
oh, what a shot. Yeah. Yeah, look at him stare him down. You want to talk some more shit? This guy who will be in the AHL in a week.
Yeah. Nice.
Super chat here. Hey, my dudes, catching you guys on my road trip to Iowa. Been watching since day one, and
Is
you
this
got me on
Stokes?
board with the rebuild. Keep up the great work.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Thomas. Thank you,
Coach's
Thomas.
challenge.
Thanks, Thomas. They're
Thank you,
challenging.
challenge. Shit.
It looked
Might
like
be. It
might have
looked
been
really
offside.
close.
It looked close.
Boy.
He's
Yeah.
like, are you fucking
Yeah, if he
kidding
gets
me
another
again?
one pulled off the board,
Is that would that be
It'd be
three?
3.
3?
3.
It'd be
Two in the
back-to-back-
last,
it'd be
2
2 in the
back-to-back
last
games.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't look happy.
Can we see the replay here? Maybe?
Tell me something
Instead of
good.
stealing our bits, show a replay.
You actually
We didn't. Oh, we invented replays. There. Oh,
Yeah.
see, it worked.
oh, that
No,
great
that's not-
replay there.
Oh, you didn't see it.
There we go.
I don't know. That's
Fudge.
tough.
That's close.
Oh,
damn
you
it.
gotta be kidding me. Look at him. He's like, fuck
Yeah,
you.
he
You
took it
gotta
off.
be kidding me.
me.
Unbelievable.
So I assume the shot doesn't count either.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
wouldn't count.
That's a good assumption.
Ah,
it
it did. Son of a.
Come on, Rod Brendamore. You're no fun.
Somebody
Let the kid
said
have a goal.
it's not the AD Perry went out there for an offensive shift. I don't remember. I think that was Greg.
That's what I said.
Mario said it. Yes.
See, I always get you guys mixed up. It's like Greg said the fraudulent Bruins.
That just
that
sucks, man. Replay sucks. Get rid of it.
Stinker.
If you can't get the call right on the ice,
Just go.
Yeah, it didn't make a difference in the play. That's the thing.
Come on.
It's not the spirit.
No,
whatever.
no, he's
I know
offside.
it's sour grapes because it went against the Hawks, but
that's 3 goals he's got taken off.
I need
It's-
pizza.
And he got to stare down the
point of
goalie who was giving
offside
him
is to
crap.
prevent cherry picking.
Right.
It's not to it's a pube over the line. Like my God.
Well. Isn't that a Grateful Dead? Oh no, wait, that's what was that? One toke over the line? Who's saying that song?
I don't know.
One pube over the line. Anyway. Yeah, he got to talk smack to that goalie too that tried to give him the business.
It's all right. It still went in.
He
I
probably,
still beat him.
I hope he said, you know what, you can be my Uber driver to the awards ceremony this year when I go get the Calder trophy and you're bagging groceries, you hack.
Oh, I'm so annoyed. Oh my God. Just give us the moments. You know what I mean?
I hate replay, and I'm not this. I've hated replay long before this happened. I think get the call right on the only time I think replay should be used is if to determine if the puck actually crossed the goal line.
Right.
That's it. If you can't get it right, like hockey's fast, they're gonna have a lot of plays that go against you. But in the end of an 82 game season, you're usually gonna even out in the wash. Like replay, just granted that was a fast replay, didn't take that long because it was pretty obvious, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of replay in any sport.
That's interference.
That's a penalty. You should challenge that, Rod. Who names their child Rod?
Rod Stewart's mom. Rod Bernamore's mom.
Yeah.
Rodney,
I'm assuming.
Rodney Dangerfield.
But nobody called him Rod because he was smart.
You want the last piece? I'm good. I'm full.
All right. I'll go grab it. I'm gonna get a refill and go to the bathroom at some point. So
Hawks are on the power play, so now might be a good time. You're not gonna miss anything.
You're good call. Do you want another silver bullet?
Sure. I've
That could be your
I
fourth
still
beer
showed
of the
some
night.
restraint.
Yeah.
I've not called anyone out specifically by name yet.
Oh, there's always
Not yet.
the post game show.
Yeah, we still have another hour
Still gotta do
post
a
game after
post-game
this.
show.
Mm.
What are we
That's
going to
gonna
talk
be
about?
Yeah, we got to remember that
We've
the
burned
people
through
listening
all
to
of our
postgame, we're not here for the
off-season topics.
Yeah. Well, if it's a 45-minute post game, I don't think anyone will be
We've
upset.
already done a 3-hour broadcast. Oh, well, yeah. With Bedard. Yeah, I'm in the same mindset of just like we know that it's not going to come down to wins and losses, but give us the moments that you put in the highlight package of the 23-24 season. Give us the celebrations and the goals when you're down 5-1. Like, who cares? Like let's see the cool stuff from
Yeah.
him.
Well, you know what? You could still put that goal in his highlight package because it was pretty sick.
You could, yeah. no one's gonna care that it was called back.
Even the called back goal against Ottawa too is pretty
yeah,
sick.
that was a really nice one.
Yeah, it's got to be irritating as hell for him.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, this is. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but I'm gonna say this is the most losing he's ever experienced playing hockey.
I would imagine so.
So it's definitely a wake up call to his career. But I mean, it's also for a guy that is so used to success and being the best on the ice anytime he steps on it to get to the NHL level where everybody has been that player before, and for him to stand out the way that he has as a very young 18-year-old kid, like it lives up to everything that
Yeah.
we talked about last year and last summer and everything. Like he has lived up to everything. So it's been awesome.
Yeah. And you know the things he is struggling with, which would be turnovers and face-offs.
Yeah. And
He's got the work
his-
ethic to work his way out of it
and
too.
his defensive structure
That's
and
the
everything.
thing.
Like
that's
that'll all come with time. Okay, let's
Oh,
get a
is that not a
5-on-3.
trip?
Please
No?
don't twist your
that's
ankle.
not a trip, huh? Okay.
Oh my god.
By the way, without looking, you want to take a guess at Seth Jones's ice time?
Let's see.
There's 13 minutes left in the game.
So we've played.
Oh
yeah,
my
there it is! Woo! That one counts.
By the way,
Let's go.
Philip Kurashev, that was a sick pass. The one that was disallowed was also a great
Yeah.
pass by Kurashev.
I said it. You missed
Bedard
the Connor
scored.
Bedard getting his goal back. No, that one's gonna count. Tyler Johnson, Kurashev. No look backhand
Oh,
pass
man.
for Kurashev. Man, you talk about a player. No,
Shut up, Charlie.
stop it, Charlie. Talk about a player who just shines with Bedard back. Philip Kurashev. I said it yes. Last game. He is going to have a nice career if he keeps this up. He's going to have a very nice, very long career being Connor Bedard's complementary piece. Like he
They work
plays.
well together.
They play so well together, and he works so well as a guy that
you.
sees the game similarly, and has the ability to finish plays like and has the ability and willingness to it's not his MO, but he's a guy that can go to the corners and dig out a puck if asked to do
Yeah,
it.
for
So
sure.
You guys told me that they weren't going to score on the power play.
Well-
You lied to me.
Oh, go back in the bathroom.
I lie.
Oh wait, before he
It's a
scored,
court,
I asked
Eddie
Mario the
Guerrero.
question. I don't know if you have it open. Don't cheat. We are.
Oh, I didn't answer.
12 minutes left.
Bedard scored.
Seth Jones's ice time. You want to take a guess?
I'm gonna say
So they've
20.
Played
He's already over
48
20 minutes. I'm gonna say he's over 20 minutes.
He's probably played 22 minutes.
Oh, they just changed it. They had him at 31 minutes.
Oh god,
that's not
that
right.
had to
Oh,
be
wait,
that
that's
had
the
to be a
whole game.
mistake.
That's not
It
right.
is 1958.
Okay.
Price picks was 26
31
and a half.
minutes. Oh, that would be
Ooh,
ridiculous.
The under might be coming in on his prize pick. Did you pick the under? All right.
Oh yeah, no. Don't
How was that?
don't take the under on
how was that
Seth
not
No,
a
he's
Jones.
back up to 30 now.
Come on.
It's
There's no way.
1958.
There's no way he's
seems
played
more right.
70% of the game.
Yeah, they have him at 30:02.
No, that can't be right.
It's not right. Hey, another power play.
Hey,
coming.
another power play.
Oh, was that a delayed penalty? That goal?
Did they not touch the puck from that point on?
Maybe.
No,
No,
they would
because
have.
it wasn't a 6-on-4.
It was on the power play.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, right.
That first goal was
Yeah,
on
they
the
ended.
power. It's
They
another
ended,
penalty.
Yeah.
No, but Bedard got tripped right before he scored.
But they didn't. But this isn't the next face-off after he scored.
Right.
No.
You're right.
No. Yeah, they played. There something happened.
Something.
Did he
happened.
stare down the shitty goalie again?
Got too many silver bullets in me.
That's why I'm shooting blanks tonight.
Whose problem is that?
It's nobody's problem.
So out of town, huh?
No, but I'm just saying, like,
No, it's true.
I don't have to pay for anybody's college.
It's true. Hey, let's get one back.
Yes.
The old Pierre.
If I get 2 shots from him, I'm winning this bet, and I'm gonna if I put a big number on it today because
Oh,
I won
boy.
last game. If
some
he
nice
gets 2 more
shillings.
shots, I win $400.
What
Oh, hey, now
Jesus.
Salerno's on J.
What else did you have on there?
I had Aho,
Right, you got that.
and I had saves by Mrazek.
Mm,
Oh, you've got that.
he's over.
already.
I
Yeah,
got that
34.
Wow, you did put a lot on it. Oh, that's
Oh,
penalty.
please don't be hurt. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah,
He's going to be on our show tomorrow. Oh, and also play hockey.
yeah, we don't care about that.
Oh, I thought that was in. Come on. Come on. One more. Make it interesting.
Here you go, Seth. Get puck, shoot puck. Ooh, oh.
Shoot.
Oh,
yeah! Woo!
Imagine if that puck hadn't gone offside. Hey guys, Connor Bedard's good at hockey. Just
Yeah. That
That's
was
Johnson got it.
Tyler Johnson, right?
saying. It looked like he deflected it. Yeah,
Tipped it in
but
net,
it's
but
definitely gonna
Bedard's
be
leading the way down.
Yeah, Bedard's leading.
Wow.
Please be a Bedard goal.
Please. I hope so.
It looked
I
like
think
someone
Johnson got
deflected
it.
I thought Johnson had it, but maybe he just provided the screen. Foligno to Bedard. Let's see. Let's
can't
get
really
we
tell.
need a closer replay.
It looked like the puck changed.
Well, Johnson
There we go.
congratulates Bedard, it looks like.
No.
What does this camera work?
Shaky camera angle.
God, first hockey
You got to
game?
do the overhead camera. This is a Bedard
Is
ISO.
is
This
there-
isn't going to help us. Maybe he did. Connor points at Johnson. Well,
I
we'll
think that
see.
was Johnson's goal. Unless it hit off the defenseman, it definitely changed.
Unless it bounced off a
This is
defenseman.
the second game of the season where Hawks have 2 power play goals.
Yeah, that tracks. And
Yeah.
now we got a penalty
Oh.
on the Blackhawks. All right. Well,
makeup call.
that was fun.
They're giving it to Bedard.
It's Johnson's goal.
Let's see.
Is it Johnson?
Johnson's
yeah.
goal.
There you go.
Hey, our guy Nick Foligno, another point. He's got a goal
at
and
that.
assist tonight.
CHGO bump.
Connor Bedard, 22 assists. So he should have 20 goals.
So that'll
They've
be
taken 3 away from him.
that's a 3-point night for Bedard. They call that a
Yeah,
cross
it's
check.
kind of I mean,
It is.
technically, but
It is, but also,
it's a little
come on.
soft.
Is that woman wearing the
She's
Bedard
wearing a
jersey
Bedard
backwards?
Canada jersey. Yeah.
Backwards?
The kids do that. I see that at practice all the time.
Crisscross
They
night?
want him to see that.
They
it's
wear,
his.
the kids do that at practice. They put the jersey on backwards so he could see that they're wearing his jersey. Like he doesn't know that.
I know. Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
okay,
say.
you're under the you're
I'm going to assume it's not a Philip Kurchev.
yeah,
jersey.
like you're 7 years old. You're not wearing a Jared Tenorti jersey, kid. I know you're wearing a Regina Patch jersey.
Jared-
Like I know it's mine.
Jared Tenorti's kids aren't wearing Jared Tenorti jerseys.
No, they're not. They're wearing Connor Bedard
Yeah, they are.
jerseys.
Foligno's kids are wearing Bedard jerseys. We know that.
There you
Oh,
go.
Jesus.
Hey,
All right, you call well, okay.
Hey,
You're gonna
you
call
can-
that on Korchinski.
you can
and
get away
don't
with a
call it
lot
on
more when you're
Jones.
on the PK.
Yeah, and when you're Seth Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it says 29-46 for Seth Jones.
They're
Oh,
drunk.
okay. Well,
The time on
far
ice
be it
people
from the
are drunk.
NHL to figure out
I mean,
How to-
25-25 for
Vlasic.
how to get
Vlasic.
time on ice right. All that matters is what does Prize pick
It's
say
not
his
right,
time on
'cause
ice.
it It's not right because it says his shorthanded time is 12:51. The Blackhawks have not had 7 penalties against them. So there's an extra 1 in there.
12 minutes of
That's a trip.
PK time.
I think there's an extra 1. So take away 10. He's at
Yeah, someone's
drunk.
got fat
Someone's
fingers
had too
over
many
there.
silver bullets in the score booth in Raleigh. That's where they play, right? Raleigh.
Raleigh,
Yeah,
yes.
PNC Arena. That's my bank. Nice to know that they're using my ATM fees for something good.
Yeah, they built a
Sponsoring
hockey rink.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm for it, man.
there you go. Oh man,
Let's get a shorty.
This game got interesting.
Yeah,
For
imagine
sure.
if the freaking Louis Crevier with an 18-foot reach actually could keep the puck in the zone.
Oh goodness, is awesome.
Yeah, that's what the game summary has. Johnson from Bedard and Foligno. Go.
Oh,
Skate. Be somebody different.
Michigan. That's a hold.
That's a hook. Come on.
God, Connor Fields here. Can't get a call.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's had a few where he's been welcome to the league, kid.
Yeah.
Such stupid shit. I hate that.
You haven't
You have
invited.
to earn it.
Yeah, you haven't invited me out to your cabin yet.
Don't worry, Bedard's gonna get himself a lot of
He's gonna get.
tic-tac calls.
Yeah.
And
He will eventually.
we're gonna
earn-
get those when they're in playoff games, when they're
Mhm.
when they're more important.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a lot of calls that other fan bases are gonna be like, "Come on, I'm here for it."
Jeez.
Yeah. Time to double shift 98 here. Here we go. Here we go.
2-on-1.
Pass it.
Come on.
Ah!
Oh,
Oh, almost went in.
I know. I thought it did for a second.
Come on, shoot it, Louis.
Put it out of the zone, Louis.
Keep it in the zone. About 20 feet of reach.
Shoot it from there. I want a Stanley Cup from that spot. Come on, you can do it. Shoot it. Shoot it. Come on.
Who won a Stanley Cup from that spot?
Blackhawks did, but on the other side of the ice.
Oh, we tipped
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess technically.
Same spot of the ice, other end.
Pretty close.
Point is, shoot it.
Yeah.
Who cares? This
End of
goalie,
the
this
day.
goalie has given up 3 goals on 14 shots. Like, fire away. Spencer freaking Martin.
Keep firing, Ahos.
Exactly. No, not Aho.
Keep firing,
B-holes.
B-holes. That was
That was
way offside. Come on,
That's because
Jim.
he's so fast. He's the
Yeah,
fastest
it's
player
true.
in the league.
League
Nathan
hasn't,
McKinnon would have kept that play onside, but
league hasn't
he's
caught
just
up
a little bit
to
faster.
Dickinson yet. It's too much.
One of those 22-mile-per-hour speed bursts, not when you needed it.
Too much big JD energy.
All right.
Bathroom.
Have fun. See, this would have been a great
The
night if
worst
the
room.
button was still there. We could have had on the air competition. Bring back the button.
The button
We
pushing.
need Marion Hossa back in studio just in case it was his.
It wasn't, but
It can be
it could have been.
the legend of the button. We could say it was Marion Hossa's button.
I'm
Oh, he still got his water bottle though.
oh God,
It's got his DNA on it.
thing's well over a year old.
Yes, it is. There's Marion Hossa's.
He's not growing as much as I want him to.
Yeah, our DNA Hosa didn't work out as well as we thought. The science is imperfect.
Well, that's all right. We'll keep plugging away at it.
Yeah, we'll try again. Maybe we should try with some Nick Foligno DNA. Get another future captain of the
I'm just gonna
Blackhawks.
scroll through the chat here. It's so weird not having the chat in front of us.
It is, yeah, it is true.
We're not ignoring
We're not
you
ignoring
guys.
you.
We
We just
just-
can't see the.
Yeah, usually
chat.
the chat is directly in front of us,
Yeah.
but we've got the game on instead.
Hopefully, everyone's
so-
having a good time.
Looks like it. We still have
And-
181 people watching.
That's more than we
Yeah,
had
the
last check.
crowd is getting bigger.
That's good. Well, as you know, as the comeback, gains steam, people will tune in.
Connor Bedard, man, he brings eyeballs to anything.
Bedardian effect. That's for sure.
Let's see here. I don't really
Yeah.
see anything.
Appreciate everybody tuning in and watching along with us and having some fun. Hopefully we do a few more of these before the end of the year. We talked about our takeover event. We got some more dates on the calendar for some stuff coming up.
Yep,
So
we're
we'll
gonna
have
have,
we'll have all the details on that
We're,
in a little
I
while.
think we
and-
can at least tell people to save the date of March 9th.
sure.
Save the date.
Save the
of
date.
March 9th.
March
There's gonna
9th,
be
something
an
is happening.
in-person road watch party coming up on that day. So
Yeah.
we don't have the details ironed out yet, but I believe it's Capitals at the Capitals that night,
Mhm.
6:00 game. So come out after work once we figure out where it's going to be. But yeah, save the date, March 9th. We'll be doing in-person watch along and I'm guessing live post-game show at
Yeah.
remote post-game show like we did early in the year.
Sure.
So March 9th. Once we have that ironed out, we'll give you all the details. But
It'll be a fun time.
yeah, always is good to be amongst the people.
That is first game after trade deadline. Trade deadline March 8th.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see
So maybe no
if-
Tyler Johnson.
if any trades are made that impact this Blackhawks team.
I mean, you gotta think somebody's calling on Tyler Johnson, right?
Yeah.
He's got 11 goals, 5
He's
on
a
the power
good
play.
fit for you're looking for that
If-
third
if-
line
Hey,
center.
If
power
you need
play
a
option.
yeah,
They're
well, I
not
mean,
the same
if you
type
need
of
center
a,
player,
wing.
but the Rangers just lost Blake Wheeler. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not the same type of player.
No, but
he
if you need-
fills-
if you need an NHL player to
he
fill out
fills
your
that hole a
roster,
lot better
yeah,
than whatever schlub you're calling up. from
Johnson
Hartford.
Kako. Who says no?
yeah.
I do.
No, but I mean, yeah, if you need a fourth line guy who's been there, done that before, and who can can play some penalty kill if you need him to play a center or wing.
He's be really good on a playoff team that needs that bottom six guy. Can
Mhm.
play second power play. He leads the team in power play
Can-
goals this year with
yeah.
5.
And he can chip in a scoring chance here and there.
Yeah, he's got that experience. Colorado Avalanche. Do they add him to Jack Johnson?
You don't
I
have
just think back to the dynasty, and would adding a guy like that make sense for the Hawks? Yes. And pretty much any year you could justify when you look at injuries happening and the
I
the
mean, you
Hawks are
can't-
going to eat half.
You
the
can't tell me
salary.
Tyler Johnson now is any worse than Brad Richards was in 20.
No. Well, the
2015.
fear with Johnson is always injuries,
Right.
but it's going to cost nothing to get him.
No, the Hawks can
Hawks are gonna eat
retain
half the salary.
Half the salary.
Yeah.
It could cost you a 3rd round pick, maybe.
Yes,
For,
sure.
for the salary cap retention,
Right.
it's worth a 3rd
Yeah.
round pick.
Right. By the way, we should tell you about our friends at Circa Sportsbook. They're also presenting this watch along, And you know them by now. They've got the tight money line splits, the low model holds. The game strive to be a -110 split on the Circa Sports menu, unlike other sports books, which may use -115 or -120 splits. Circa Sports keeps as little money as possible on large market bets. Those are your futures, your golf tournaments, things like that, especially when you compare them to other books. And they encourage you to compare themselves to other books there at Circa because they know you're going to take a look, and more often than not, you're going to find better lines on Circa. They've got the high app limits and transparency. You will not be limited by Circa based on your winnings. Every player has the same limits, unlike other books who do limit winning players. There's real people behind the Circa Sports brand who resolve your issues, and they don't use those dreaded chatbots. All aspects of the app are being run by the same team that runs the Circa Sportsbook at Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. So download the Circa Sports Illinois app. It's circasports.com/Illinois-app to sign up today. Also be on the lookout for Circa events, watch parties, and tailgates. And if you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-426-2537 or text GAMB to 833-234 or visit
Can't get knocked off that easy.
areyourreallywinning.com.
Nicely done.
We are not really winning. We're watching the Blackhawks.
But you could bet against
BJD
them.
asked about what about the electric revolution? It's the electric tomorrow.
Electric
Pay attention.
tomorrow. Yes.
We can only have that organic conversation every so often.
I don't, it doesn't feel organic right now. Feels forced or scripted rather.
All right.
It could be both. Forced and scripted.
4.5 minutes to go. You know, a wise man once said, oh boy. Well, I was going to say, a wise man once said, 1 goal every 4 minutes and you have a comeback. That would be Pierre Maguire.
I thought you said wise man.
Well,
Yeah, not penis shape, man.
I do have to say, I do have one Pierre Maguire story. I think he's a guy that gets a bad rap. He's a really good dude.
yeah.
I got to meet him in Minnesota during the Stadium Series game. We stayed at the same hotel that the NBC crew was, and he was hanging out afterwards. And there was a story. I think it was he was doing a game for NBC in Washington, and he went to this bar to like watch something, and there was a fundraiser going on, and he didn't know anything. He just randomly walked in while there was like a watch party fundraiser, and he ended up staying there and like donating like $500 to this cause.
Damn.
And like just hung out with all these people. So he's a good dude. He's just annoying. We all have that one friend that you're just like, you know, God, you're a good person, but I need small doses of you.
Just shut up for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have that Pierre Maguire corn dog gif saved on my phone. Comes in handy every once
It's a
in
good
while.
one.
Still have it. I'm not getting rid of that ever.
Yeah. Yeah, he was working for the Sens recently.
Yeah. How'd that
For a
work
little
out?
bit.
Ooh, how'd that work out for him?
Well, it worked for a little bit. Till he was let go.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was a general manager of the Hartford Whalers, for crying out loud.
He's a head coach, wasn't he?
I don't know if he ever coached him. Might have been maybe one of those like I fired a guy, so I have to do an intern thing.
Do it myself.
But like I listened to him enough on the air to know that I would never actually hire him to be in charge of anything.
He could be in charge of your research department. He knows where everyone played high school hockey.
Yeah, that's true.
He can be in charge of my scouting department, but he can't be like actually making decisions.
Yeah.
No, Pierre Maguire did not coach.
No,
He was a front office guy.
never a coach.
Nope.
That's where that quote comes from. He was coaching He was coaching a team.
Oh,
And
no,
they were
I
down-
take that back. He coached one season. Yes,
Yeah.
93-94. Went 23, 37, and 7.
It's not great.
By the way, fellas, a little bit of a unexpected stat for this game. Connor Bedard 4-0 from the faceoff dot.
Hey, how about that?
It's all coming together.
And
good.
where is he right now? Why is he not on
He
the ice?
is.
He's over there.
No, that's Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson.
He's taking a breather,
He's screwing you.
or he's
out
up
of
at the
money.
point.
Maybe he's up at the point. Yeah,
He's
there
up at
he
the
is.
point. Yeah.
He should be where the puck is.
That's out of bounds
nah.
or out of play.
Come on.
Ah,
Yeah, at least it didn't go in net.
So we are going to have, if you're watching on the watch along, we're going to end the watch along, and then there will be a new link for the post game show.
Yes.
So if you stay on our YouTube page, it's going to pop up soon. But as soon as we have a link generated, we'll tweet it out from CHGO_Blackhawks and all of our personal accounts as well. So
Yes, we'll have a reset.
once this is over, we'll take a little break.
We'll have a quick production meeting.
Yeah.
See how much we actually paid
We
attention
got
to this game.
come up with our 4 stars and all that jazz.
yeah, I wonder.
Oh God, kiss my ass, Martinook. It's a Bedard goal. Give it to him.
Oh, Seth Jones snapped his stick.
26-21 for Seth Jones.
Ooh,
way.
he needs a little bit more.
What was the over-under?
I think it was
It's like
26.75.
26.75 minutes.
So he literally
Ooh,
needs like 20 more seconds.
Yeah, he needs to stay on the ice for the final
I
minute.
don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, they took away the 1 from the shorthanded column. He's been downgraded to 501 shorthanded time. 149. He might get another shift. He needs one more shift to hit that.
I
Pete
mean,
Blackburn tweeted, "Just let Connor Bedard have his little illegal goals. Hasn't he been through it enough?"
Yes, I
absolutely.
agree with Pete. Like it wouldn't have affected the outcome of this game. They're still
Yeah, they
gonna
still would have
lose.
lost 6-4.
Yeah,
Hey, at least they made it a little interesting at the end.
they did. They didn't fold. That's all you can ask. You know.
I mean, it's clearly a team that is going to go to the playoffs against a team that is not.
Wait, which is which?
Oh boy. Well, that answers your question right there. Puck and skate, turnover, nothing ever easy. Come on, get Seth Jones out there for another shift. For my
30,
prize pick guys.
35 saves on 40 shots for Mrazek tonight. Not a wonderful stat line, but I don't think there's many that you can blame him for.
None of them
all
were
that
soft.
much.
I didn't think.
You know,
No.
gives up a huge rebound on the power play goal, but like,
Power play goal.
yeah,
I almost never blame a goalie for a power play goal.
like what are you gonna do?
Oy.
Guys, come on, don't give up another one. Oh, another save from Mrazek. Here's a block shot.
Ooh, this broadcast is way behind. The app just told me the final score.
So we're well over 30 seconds behind.
Yep.
It was good to know.
I know the broadcast is way far behind because there are times where like I tweet from the press box and Stacy texts me like, "Hey, it hasn't happened yet."
Quit ruining the game. Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Nope.
Yeah.
Seth Jones is not gonna hit that.
No, he will not.
Just missed it. That sucks.
That's a
Oof.
shame. That sucks.
Missed it by.
That's it. I'm telling you.
Missed it by 17
I missed
seconds.
$400 by 2 shots.
Darn.
Jordan Stahl won 10 faceoffs, by the way. For that one, that would have been a push. You needed over 10. He took 17 faceoffs.
Well, that'll do it.
All right. Well, that's a watch along.
That was a watch along.
we
Yeah, it
watched
was
along.
fun.
That was fun.
Hey, we had lots of people in here.
Lots
we
of
had
people.
180 last time I checked, 177.
Lots of pizza.
So this was fun. We'll do this again. And as I said, circle March 9th on your calendars. We'll be doing a in-person
Some more stuff.
get together on that night. But as Jay said, we'll be back in a few moments with
Momentarily.
our post-game show. So that gives you enough time to go to the fridge and get yourself a nice Coors Light.
Coors
for
Light.
your
Coors Banquet.
post-game show.
Coors Edge.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be
Coors-
fun.
Not a Coors.
Thanks for
seltzer.
Joey for putting
Yeah,
up with our
thanks, Joey.
crap for 3 hours.
Thank you, Joey.
He's becoming hockey guy since our other hockey guy ditched us.
And we want to thank, like you
Ditched.
guys said, our presenting sponsor, Coors Light.
Mm-hmm.
They brought that watch along for us. So go get yourself a nice cold silver bullet and join us for the post game. We'll talk to you in a little bit on the CHGO Blackhawks post game show.
We all silly like the mayor.